Can you set off that device?
Is that talking?
Yes. Did you just hear that?
Yeah.
It literally feels like I'm just being watched. The EDI just went off in the chair.
Hey, what if we're the dead people?
What if we're the ghosts?
He's back.
He's bad. It's literally going back and forth. Trying to scare us, trying to intimidate people.
What was that?
What was that?
What?
Was that like a laugh?
Fingers down the back of my neck.
I'm with you, and then
no way.
sound like
K2.
He's going nuts.
Oh my God.
How?
All right, guys, we are here. We are at the house that inspired the movie A Savannah Haunting, right outside of Savannah, Georgia.
This place has been notoriously haunted for the past few decades, actually, since the 1970s. So I'm pretty excited to see what we get here tonight because, I mean, all the Civil War history, all the Revolutionary War history surrounding this land, it's not really well documented.
No, it's a very unknown haunting, right? So like it's all based on just what this family experienced here over the last 3 or 4 or 5 decades. So we're one of the first groups that have been able to come in and investigate. So what we're going to experience in here, we don't really know yet. We're basing everything off of a few stories from the owner, Mark, who grew up in this house. He had people pinned down to beds in the house. He's seen shadows. There's a little girl that runs around.
Someone got pushed down the stairs?
Right. I mean, there's some aggressive things that go on in here. There's a bedroom upstairs in this house that people have been physically attacked in, and the little girl shows her face again. But that's the question. They're trying to figure out, is it actually a little girl that's haunting this place, or is it something darker? Coming into a place like this blind is different for us. A lot of places we go are well documented. There is a lot of well-known history and a lot of well-known paranormal history. This is kind of like a clean slate that we really don't know what to expect.
It's pretty cool. I'm excited to see what we get here. Thank you to the producers of the Savannah Haunting for bringing us out here. And I think we just need to go inside and see who wants to talk to us.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting night. I think it's definitely gonna be cool. We were here last night. We did a little bit of live investigating, just very small amount, kind of getting acclimated with the house, kind of figuring out how it's gonna work. We got some interesting EVPs right down here in the living room area, and we both saw a shadow.
We did
at separate times in the same area
where they caught the video of the little girl.
So it's going to be an intense night. I'm really excited to get in there and kind of see what we run into. But we're going to kind of throw everything at it. All of our equipment, SS method, anything we can think of, we're going to try because we don't know what's going to work. So let's get in there and let's get going.
Yeah.
All right, guys, now this haunted house is a little bit different than all the other ones that are going to be in this series. We don't have a very long documented history of this house or even the paranormal claims that went on here. Everything we know about this house is based on one family's account of what they experienced since living here in the 1970s.
The movie A Savannah Haunting was actually based off this guy named Mark's experiences here. He was the producer of the movie, and he lives in this house still today. Basically, he said he grew up here and you'd have the regular run-of-the-mill activity, shadow figures, knocks around the house, basic stuff, but it wasn't really threatening. And that all changed when he went away to college and then later returned.
Right, and that's the thing. Like, this house isn't 300 years old, you know what I mean? Mark's dad actually built most of the house that's here today. It started with a lot smaller of a structure, and he kind of added on over the years, building different portions of the house. Now, when he returned from college, things took a very, very dark turn. He felt so unwelcome in this house and such a negative energy, he refused to actually go upstairs, even during broad daylight. He wouldn't go up there. So it kind of changed, completely in that short amount of time while he was gone. Even friends that he started bringing over to the house started having some pretty negative experiences.
They would get pushed down the stairs. They had the bed shake violently during the night. They saw a little girl running around. There's just a lot of really negative stuff that would start occurring, almost trying to scare them out of the house, it seems like. But as you'll see in a little bit, there's a lot of stone here. There's a lot of fountains around the house. Maybe they kind of trapped the spirits here. This is a very historical area right outside of Savannah, Georgia. The Revolutionary War occurred around here, Civil War too. So we don't even know what happened on this land before the house.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, with the stone in the water, did they create almost like this battery, right? That's just energizing all these spirits in the area that might have nothing to do with the house. They could be, like you said, from the land or from the different area, but is this almost like a beacon that's pulling things into this house, and that's what's causing the haunting here? Now, the difference is, we don't know. There hasn't been a lot of teams in here. We don't have 10 years worth of investigations to look back on and say, this is what they've experienced here. This is this person. They're haunting in this room. It's kind of just a blank slate. Kalani, our good friend, he came out here last month and he caught what appears to be the face of this little girl upstairs. Now, another group has caught her running from one room to another. Groups have caught her voice. One group caught her in the bedroom, looking out of the bathroom after one of their members was actually physically attacked. So a lot of stuff seems to focus around this little girl entity, but people are beginning to question if it is in fact a little girl.
Another thing to consider is maybe it's an egregore, a thought form. Us coming to this house tonight, maybe we're feeding into the energy by interacting with it. We're putting all this energy coming to this house, trying to talk to them. What could possibly happen giving them all this energy?
And I think that's what's going to be one of the most interesting aspects of this investigation is it is completely unknown. We do not know what to expect from room to room at all. We have no idea. Yeah, we know there's possibly a little girl here, but that's it. We don't have a name. We don't have, anything to go off of. So I think it's going to be a wild night. We kind of have to keep our guard up. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things that have happened here that are on a darker side of things. It's not just play with the ball or open the door. It's people getting physically pushed down the stairs.
Scratched, pushed.
Right. Yeah. It's a negative type of energy in here, but we don't know why. And I think that's kind of what we want to focus on, what we can try to figure out. Is there a little girl here? If so, who is it? Why is she here? Is she the one pushing people down the stairs? Or what's really going on here? And what caused such a powerful haunting that it inspired a movie?
Yeah, I think we need to get into it and see who wants to talk to us tonight.
Let's do it. Let's get our stuff and let's go.
All right, guys, we're on the first floor living room right now. So the main part of the house, really, it's got an interesting build to it. It's all basically one room. Excuse me?
Perfect. Yeah, so as you were saying.
Yeah, as I was saying, it's all basically one room. So we're gonna start downstairs first, see who wants to interact with us. Looks like someone already does, so that's a good sign. But, and then we're gonna work our way upstairs and around the rest of the house and see exactly who or what is haunting this place.
Yeah, this little girl that everybody's been seeing, literally all over this house. First floor, second floor, in the bedrooms, running around on the stairs, into the bedrooms, from the hallway, which is where we saw that shadow figure last night when we were here doing our live stream stuff. It was right up there, and it was below the railing, which again is like, okay, is that a little girl, or is it something pretending to be a little girl to try to, get your attention, but also make you feel comfortable, safe.
Get our guard down.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly. Get your guard down and then push you down the stairs or physically attack you in that bedroom, shake the bed violently, hold you down in the bed. There's been a lot of very intense experiences in this house that don't sound like a little girl's spirit.
Right.
So I don't know. I think it's gonna be interesting. Obviously we have millimeters set up. We have one set up down here in the middle of the living room, one on the staircase, kind of going up to see in case maybe the little girl's around. Mm-hmm. We have an EDI meter over here in the chair, K2 meter over in this chair, and a REM pod over on the stairs on the other side of the living room. That's the Mel in the middle of the room. If that's you, can you step back from that for a second so it stops making that noise? All you gotta do is step away and it'll complete. Thank you.
Thank you.
We also have our DR60s, so we're gonna do some EVPs down here, try to get some answers on, what is haunting this house, who it is, why it's here, what it wants.
I think that's a good start, though. I mean, it's already interacting with the equipment we set out.
And again, we're gonna have to explain a lot of this stuff, I feel like, right, to them, because not many people have been in here.
No. They seem to be figuring it out pretty quick, though.
Is that one?
I think it's on the stairs.
Yeah, that's the stairs.
That is the stairs. Very good.
I will leave you here.
Oh, I don't...
They said, great, leave him here.
Huh. Actually, yeah, that's interesting. Do you like when we split up a little bit?
Or do you just enjoy that people are coming here to talk to you now?
What was that?
What was that? That was.
I thought it was like someone like.
That was literally right up there.
I thought it was someone like smacking their lips, like
yeah, like getting ready to talk. That was.
What was that?
That's this one now, in the middle of the room.
I have there's such bad chills.
That was a weird.
What was that?
Noise. That was a weird noise.
I don't think I've ever heard something like that.
No.
That was loud, like it echoed.
Don't.
Anyway.
Anywho.
So weird.
Yeah.
I still have chills from that.
If you're upstairs, can you make a noise for us? Let us know that you can hear us. What was that?
What?
Wait, actually, what was that for a second? Hold on.
Well,
I literally just saw a flash of light on that wall, right there, right by that pillar against the wall. Dude, that was super weird. And I just looked outside. There's not a single car out here. I didn't hear a car. Dude, that was so weird. It was literally right here above this lamp. It was like a bright flash, super quick.
What color light?
It was like it looked like somebody took a picture almost. It was like a whitish yellow light, literally like a flash of light.
I was looking
literally,
towards the
but it was contained right here, right on that one spot.
Interesting.
Dude, that was so weird, actually. That was really, really bright.
That's really interesting.
Again, like, we don't know. We don't know anything
Right.
about this house, right? Like, we don't know who's here, what's haunting it, what its intentions are,
Right.
how it got here.
I just feel like uneasy just standing here. We're in the entryway. We haven't even like gone, you know?
Yeah, we haven't made it into the house. That's this one again, in the middle.
And again, as we were saying earlier, this is all stone. This is
Which
like
could
a
trap the energy.
huge fountain, a lot of water, you know?
If that's you, can you do me a favor? All right.
Are you trapped in the center of this house?
See, like, that's a car.
Yeah.
You can hear that car,
There's no light over there.
and there's
either.
no light. Dude, that was weird. That was actually super, super strange.
We just started.
Help.
What's going on?
Huh.
Again.
It's moving. It's from that one to that one. It's going back.
Now it's pinging. Lovely. Common theme that we've had at nearly every
Surrounded.
location, surrounded.
Both sides. On the count of 3, can you step away from that so it stops? 1, 2, 3. Go ahead. Oh my God. Literally right as I said 3.
I think we need to leave.
Help.
We spent one night in this house so far. Last night we just kind of got a feel for
We
it,
literally
walked around.
investigated for 25 minutes last night.
Maybe. We introduced ourselves and went to bed, basically. So I wonder if that changes it, you know? Maybe they're familiar with us now.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Well, do you recognize us? Do you remember seeing us yesterday? Walking around?
I don't know. I mean, something tells me it's not a little girl.
Yeah, just by that start.
Not even that. Like, a little girl spirit is not pushing somebody down the stairs.
Right.
It's not violently shaking. That bed is big
Yeah.
and heavy. It's not violently shaking that bed. Now it's the other one on the stairs. It's literally going back and forth.
Can you come to this one in the middle of the room? Have both of them go off at the same time?
The EDI just went off.
Idiot.
Yep, the EDI just went off in the chair. Can you make a noise for us? Maybe knock on something like this? Do you want us to talk to you?
Immediately.
Hopefully that's a good thing.
I guess we'll find out. Can you step away for a second, please? As fast as you can. That was pretty quick.
Pretty crazy, actually.
So do you like that the movie is bringing in a ton of new people to come and talk to you? Do you feed off your visitors and their interactions with you?
I was going to say, you better finish that sentence. It sounds real weird. How about this? If you're a little girl, let's play a game, okay? How fast can you go back and forth between these two? So once you set one off, how fast can you get over and set off the other device? You've used them both already, but let's play a little game, right? It'll be fun.
We can time you and see how fast you do it.
I bet you're pretty quick.
If this isn't a little girl, if this is... It's one on the stairs.
That was pinging.
Okay.
So you said if this isn't a little girl.
Immediately. And imagine all these people coming in here trying to interact with a little
Focusing
girl.
on a little girl.
This person's like,
Right.
cool.
All right, so if you're not a little girl, now go over here and set this one off in the middle of the room.
There's a lot of confusion as to what the story of this house is.
And who you are.
We're trying to clear that up. We understand not a lot of people have talked to you or spent the night here. So,
And
it went off.
Yeah, it's the other one. You're not in trouble.
that's so interesting. Can you step away, please, so we can ask you another question? We appreciate you interacting with us, answering our questions for us. Can you step back so it stops going off?
If you do, we can use these devices that'll record your voice, and you can talk to us.
Immediately.
So let's turn off the temperature on those.
Yeah.
That way we don't get interrupted while we're doing EVPs, and we'll do a couple DER60 sessions down here.
Right.
And see if we can get some answers about maybe who this is or really what's going on here.
Because if it's not a little girl,
Who is it?
Who is it?
And how, first of all, who is it? How did they get here? Why are they here? And why are they doing
this
stuff? Like anything.
Right.
Why are they pushing people down the stairs, right? So let's turn off the temperature on those. You get that one on the stairs, I'll get this one.
Yeah. I'm trying not to fall down the stairs.
I think we do them down here.
Yeah. In the center where the energy probably is charged up.
Which one was that?
That was that one right there.
That was the metal, because
Yeah.
everything else is off. Can you touch that again? Go up to the top of this device and just tap it.
If this one's too close to us, touch the one on the stairs. Knock it off the steps.
That's expensive.
Wow. Yeah. Gently knock it off. Set it down.
Gently knock it down the wooden staircase onto the tile floor. Yeah. Makes sense.
A little finesse.
Yeah.
It's all about the
Pick
flick
it
of the
up,
wrist.
put it on the ground.
Yeah.
I would cry if that thing starts floating.
Time to leave.
Going out that door.
Yeah.
We're going back to New York.
Kid, you just went off.
They said, we're going to grab this one.
But that's interesting. Usually most spots when we're starting out, they don't want to be anywhere near us.
No, but like you said, like, this is new to them,
Yeah.
right? So maybe they're checking everything out. And if it is a little girl, it's going to be interesting, you know, for her to be like, oh, what's this? Very similar to Inez Gibson.
Yeah.
At Malvern, playing with all the different stuff, little toys, interested to see what they do, running around.
What? So there's one who's not a little girl, and there's
So
one
far,
who's-
that's kind of what it's seeming like.
Yeah.
So if you're the little girl, it's okay. You can use these. We brought them here for you. These are toys. Use whatever one you want. You're not going to get in trouble. We brought them here for you to use.
Do you want to talk to us using the voice recorders?
It's a little toy like these, but it actually will capture your voice. So when you talk to us, we'll be able to hear you.
You can play it back and listen to what you tell us.
What was that?
The whisper? You can play it back and listen to what you tell us.
What was that?
The whisper? You can play it back and listen to what you tell us.
What was that?
The whisper?
Did you just hear that?
I don't know if it was like a hiss or like it was quick. It was like, again, upstairs though.
Yeah, behind
above
me.
us.
Behind me and upstairs.
Yeah.
K2.
He's going nuts. Did you just whisper to us from upstairs?
Let's get the recorders out.
Yeah.
We're going to ask you a few questions. You come up to these devices in our hands. Okay, there's going to be a little red light. You come up and talk into them, we'll be able to hear your voice. All right? 2 questions each?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3. Is there a little girl that hangs out in this house?
Why do you stay here? Are you trapped?
Do you know where you are?
Do you like everybody coming in, trying to talk to you, and ask you questions?
1, 2, 3. That would sound like footsteps or like movement over in that corner by the stairs again.
Right.
I don't know, man. That's up
Same
there.
thing, yeah.
It's at the top of the stairs, right up there. It sounds like another thud.
Right.
Oh boy.
Which is where a lot of the activity is
And again,
centralized.
where we saw that shadow. Yeah, the stairs seem to be the focal point of a lot of stuff.
K2.
K2 again.
Every time we focus on it, it stops. Whoever's in this chair, do you not like being filmed? K2's going off though.
Yes, it is. We're going to play these back now, okay? Can you light that up to orange if you want to listen? The closer you get to it, the more colors light up. Can you go sit in the chair right next to it so it goes up to orange?
You can move it if it's in your way.
All right, well, let's play these back.
Yeah.
Ready?
Excuse me?
What? What does that say? don't know.
Is there a little girl that hangs out in this house?
It's not a little girl? Listen to that.
Is there a little girl that hangs out in this house?
Sounds like it says it's not a girl. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna play that back again. Listen.
That hangs out in this house?
You hear that? One more time.
Is there a little girl that hangs out in this house? Why do you
Yeah.
think you're trapped? Do you know where you are?
What?
Why do you think you're
Listen, listen.
trapped? Do you know where you are?
What?
Almost sounds like it says, this is my house. Listen. My house.
That's really quick.
You want everybody coming in, trying to talk to you, ask you questions?
Excuse me?
I don't know. There's some weird stuff in there.
Yeah.
Very talkative.
Every question.
Very
has a response.
talkative. That one definitely sounds like it says, like, it's not a girl.
Yeah.
And
Keeps
then
going
that's
nuts.
Pinging.
That hit orange, for sure.
It's not a girl. And that thing pings.
That's so weird because we said, is it not a little girl? Millimeter
That goes off,
pings.
and now this is pinging.
But then we started talking about it like it's a little girl and equipment was going off.
Yeah.
Is something pretending to be a little girl and trying to lure us upstairs?
It says it's not a girl.
Yeah.
Maybe it's. Now the other one almost sounded like it said, this is my house.
Right.
It could
be
be
anybody.
It could be somebody who thinks this is their house. Like, I'm in control. This is my house.
Could be someone from the 1700s who built a house here.
Or it could be whatever negative thing. Why do you think it's pushing people down the stairs, shaking
Right.
the bed, trying to scare them out? Like, hey, this is my house.
Get out.
Get out. This is my house.
Right.
All right, so let's play yours back and
See what we got.
anything. See if we get anything similar to what I got, or something completely different, or
Something in between?
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe one thing the same and one thing different.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there a little girl that hangs out in the house?
What?
I kind of cut it off too.
Is there a little girl that hangs out in the house?
There's a full
Play,
sentence.
play that back. Hold on.
Is there a little girl that hangs out in the house?
Honestly, play that back one time.
Yeah.
It honestly sounds like it says, I don't give a F what you say.
Is there a little girl
Listen.
that hangs out in the house?
What you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you say you're trapped?
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
Is that
I
what
heard
it
the
said?
I'm not. Like,
Yeah.
Why do you say you're trapped?
No, I'm not.
yeah.
Excuse me? The full sentence again.
Who's talking? What
One more
is
time.
that?
Full sentence.
Do you know where you are?
Play that back. Honestly, it sounds like it says, do you know, I go, do you know where you are? It says, get the fuck out. Get out. Get out.
This is 104.
Do you know where you are?
Get out. Right at the end, yeah, for sure.
Dude, every question though.
Full sentences.
Whatever, at least so far, whatever is talking, whatever is responding to our questions, thinks that they're in control. This is their house. They want us out. They don't care what we say.
Right.
This is their house. They're in control.
Seems like there's two very different entities, though. There's
Very
the
much
little
so.
girl, and then whatever
Else this is. Whatever else it is doesn't seem super friendly.
Yeah.
It's literally like, I'm in control. I
This is
have the
my
power.
house.
Get out.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's crazy. Let's do another one. Let's do one more session, ask a couple questions, and then I think we have to go upstairs because we're hearing knocks, whispering, bangs all upstairs. We'll go upstairs. We'll start on the right side. We'll go in that bedroom. Maybe we'll do an Estes right off the bat.
Right.
Start up there, try to get some answers. Then we'll move out towards the middle, and we'll move down to the darker energy bedroom where there's supposed
People
to
are
be
attacked.
Right, the most evil energy in the house in that area.
Let's go from there.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Who's in control of this house?
Do you remember seeing us yesterday? Can you say one of our names?
What did you do to somebody on this staircase?
Can you tell us your name?
1, 2, 3. I don't know.
This is a weird
feels
vibe.
weird. It does. It feels like you're being watched
Literally, yeah.
from everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, I don't...
All these vantage points.
Right. You got upstairs, you got the bottom of the staircase over there, you got the kitchen, this room behind me. Like, it just feels off. Feels weird in this house. All right, let's play these back, see if we got anything.
Who's in control of this house?
What'd that just say? Hold on.
Can you say one more name?
Gotta find it in the right button. Hold on.
What did you do to somebody on this staircase?
I'm gonna play that all back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play the
start
whole
from
thing back.
Who's in control of this house?
The devil? Listen to that.
The
The devil.
Who's in control of this house?
devil.
Do you remember seeing us yesterday? Can you say one more name? What did you do to somebody on this staircase?
That sounds like a laugh. Like, ha ha.
Tell us your name. 1, 2.
The devil?
The devil.
Who's in control of this house? The devil.
Huh. Well, it's been fun, guys.
Why is the devil here?
Yeah.
Wait, isn't there a song that says like the devil came down to Georgia?
Yeah. He lost though.
If that's part of the song, yeah.
Uncultured.
Well. All right.
All right. Well,
That's
anyway.
yours. Anyways, before the devil gets us.
Yeah.
He's like, I love that song.
Love it came down to Georgia. He lost, but you know.
He's like, I'm still here.
Good luck.
All right.
Who's in control of this house? Do you remember seeing us yesterday? Can you say one of our names? What did you do to somebody on this staircase?
What did that
was
just say?
full sentence again.
Yeah, that was like 4 or 5 words. Play that back.
What did you do to somebody on this staircase?
It sounds like push them.
I can't.
Something.
What did you do to somebody on this staircase? Can you tell us your name?
Say devil again?
Devil. That literally did.
Can you tell us your name?
Devil.
Thanks.
What?
That's very interesting though.
Because again, it's probably not. You know what I mean? It's not.
I hope not. K2's going nuts.
So I'd want to bet.
But what if they're kind of like digging at each other? Like that's not a little girl, blah blah blah. That's not the devil.
Right. What if it's
They're fighting
But
for
again,
control
like
of the house.
this is the whole thing, right? Like, how do you assert dominance? How do you assert control? I'm the devil.
Yeah.
You can't mess with me. I'm in control here. I'm in power. I'm the devil.
This is my house.
Right.
Get out.
I do what I want. I'm the devil. But again, I don't think there's a devil here.
No.
I don't think there's a demon here. I don't think there's anything demonic in this house. But that doesn't mean there's not a negative energy or
Who wants to be left alone?
right. Not necessarily even anything inhuman. It could be a person that just doesn't want to be bothered. Well, how do I scare people out? I'm the devil.
Yeah.
You don't want to mess with me. I'm the devil. Get out.
Because if you were a trash person in life,
You're probably a
chances
trash
are-
person in death.
Yeah.
But you're not the devil. I just don't believe that. You know what I mean?
I think all these noises that are coming from upstairs probably trying to scare us out of this house. We should follow them.
Right. We'll go
Do
up.
the opposite of what they want us to do.
I've seen horror movies. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Perfect.
See how it goes.
They literally made a horror movie about this house.
Yeah.
A
What could
Savannah
possibly-
haunting, guys. A Savannah haunting. Check it out.
What could possibly go wrong?
Who knows? Let's go up. We'll do an Estes session in that bedroom over there. Then we'll move back out to the hallway, and we'll wrap up in the dark, negative bedroom.
Well, apparently the devil is. So
All right, you ready?
let's do it.
Let's go.
All right, guys. We are currently in the unfinished room at the Savannah haunting house. I'm going to do an Estes to see if we can get some straightforward answers as to what exactly is here, who's here. I said it was the devil downstairs. Obviously, we don't believe that, but I guess we'll see what they have to say.
Yeah, so he's going to go under. We also have the Ovilus going over here, so when we turned it on so far, it said ravine and printed. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, but we'll see if that says anything while he's under. We'll do this for a while, see if we can get some more answers, like you said, building off of those EVPs we were getting downstairs before we move out to the landing and the hallway area of the second floor. We were hearing all those footsteps and the whispers and where we saw that shadow figure last night.
Yeah.
And then we'll go into that bedroom with the dark, dark energy.
Yeah, it's a real positive place
Sounds like
overall.
a great thing to do.
Yeah.
So, all right, go ahead, get under. Also, I want to show you guys how dark it is in this room. Take a look. That's it.
Scary.
Dylan's like 3 feet in front of me. So,
I'm also going to pull my beanie over my eyes so I can't see. Got noise canceling headphones on. So let's see what they have to say.
so this bedroom here is an exact replica of the finished bedroom down at the other end. Same footprint, same blueprint and everything. It's just unfinished. As you can see, the walls have no drywall on them. The wiring's not done. Look how goofy he looks. This is payback for everybody calling me a lamp at Fort
Big
Knox.
bang.
Big bang. Are you going to make a big bang? You going to make a loud noise?
Sound like a yell. Like a yell or a laugh or something.
A laugh. Well, we got a laugh downstairs, too. Can you see us?
Sound like you just said Steve. It was like whispered. You guys said my name.
So you can see us. Oh, it just felt like something touched my neck. Oh, that was super weird, actually. It just felt like something, oh my God, that was awful. It literally just felt like something like ran its fingers down the back of my neck.
I'm with you, and then
no way.
It sounded like it said 30 days.
There's no way.
Something days.
It literally felt like something just rubbed its fingers down my neck like that, and then he said, I'm with you.
Anger.
Anger. Why are you angry? What are you angry about? Guys, it felt like something ran its fingers, like 3 or 4 fingers down my neck, and then the first thing he says is, I'm with you. Did you just touch my neck? Was that you? Feels weird. It feels weird up here. Super weird. Who said that they were the devil?
Do not
Do not what? Bring that up.
sleep.
Do not sleep? I never get to sleep.
Sounded like you said hell.
Hell. It feels weird in here, guys. Like, I don't know.
There's blood.
It literally feels like I'm just being watched from over in that corner. Like, very intensely. Like,
Don't drop it.
it's a really, really uncomfortable feeling up here. Like, it feels like there's just somebody staring.
I'm getting wicked cold. It's like it feels like there's a huge breeze just like blowing on my back right now.
It feels
Like the back of my neck right here.
It feels like something is just standing there, like staring at me.
You're in the attic.
We are on the top floor.
Get out.
Like, I just feel like every time I look over there, I'm going to see...
Don't.
Don't look over there? I just feel like I'm going to see somebody. Like, in between these boards right here. Like, I feel like there's going to be a person every time I look over there. Really uncomfortable. Like, this is surprising. I did not expect this at this
It sounded like a choir. It was like a church choir.
I did not expect this at this house at all. Like, I thought, okay, maybe we'd get some activity, but it isn't.
That was a lot.
It feels intense here. Really uncomfortable up here. Who's over here? Who's in this corner?
God.
God? See, that's so weird. Something identified itself as the devil, and now something says that God is in this corner.
Something this house?
What about this house? What about this house? Why are you in this house? Why are you here?
I'm not something. I got cut off.
That's me. You're not what? I really do not like that corner.
Get him? Oh, somebody's.
Oh my God.
Two different voices.
Get him. Hate that. Absolutely hate that. Who's the little girl that everybody has seen? Who is that? What's her name?
Who's that?
Who's that? You tell us. Who is the little girl? A lot of people have seen her.
Sounded like someone was like, the girl.
Yeah.
It was like almost singing.
Yeah, the girl. Who's the girl? Guys, it feels so weird up here. It feels so weird. Who is the girl? What's her name?
Her?
Yeah, her. Can you give us her name? Why is she here?
I don't like talking.
See, this sounds like something completely different now. Who are you? Who doesn't like talking? Who's to my right?
See? Get out.
Second time. That's the second time when I've asked about who's over there. It said get out.
In front of you.
In front of me, and I just turned and looked this way.
Said God again?
And it said God again.
It was a different voice. It was like a woman's voice.
Same place. I point the camera over here. It's the second time it says God. Second time it said get out. Everything is focused on that corner again. When I ask about what's going on in that corner.
You need it.
I need what, God? Man, it's weird up here.
Here you go. It's moving.
Oh, God. What's moving? Or who's moving? I do not like this room.
It was like an inhale. Like a woman inhaling.
I do not like this room.
Save him. Move.
Move? Where do you want me to go? There's not a lot of room up here. Oh my God, what was that? I just got like a super cold draft on my neck, like up on my neck on the top, and it felt like something moved past me. Like it literally just felt like somebody walked behind me. That was a weird sensation.
Who's there?
Who's there? That's what I'm asking you. Who's there? I'm jumpy up here right now. It feels weird.
Pray.
Pray. See, like God again. Why are you here? Why are you in this house?
There was like two different voices. One said, I don't know. One said, I'm working.
I don't know, and I'm working.
It was at the same time.
Working on what? What are you working on?
Here.
You're working on the house? God. It feels so weird. It feels so weird. I'm so uncomfortable right now. This is actually super weird.
It sounded like someone said haunted house, but they're like laughing.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. You are not kidding. We only have a few more minutes in here before we move somewhere else.
Good.
I need to know who you are. No more avoiding the
You're
question.
dead.
I'm dead? Did you just say you're dead? No more avoiding the question. Who are you? Give us your name.
He's back.
He's back.
Do it.
Who's back?
A message.
You have a message for us? What is your message?
Something like you said, you're dead again.
I'm dead.
It was like more, it was like mocking you almost.
What does that mean?
Like you're dead.
What does that mean?
Get out of here. Hey.
You're dead. They've said that to me twice. I said, what is your message? And it says you're dead. You don't scare us.
Pray.
Again, pray. That was another noise over there. We're not afraid of you. You're not going to scare us out of this house. Is that what you're trying to do? If you're so powerful, say something on that device. Give us a word through this. You haven't talked on this. Say something on here. You keep saying God, and you're dead. Pray. You're not strong. You're not in charge.
Him?
He's not in charge. Whoever he is. Whoever he thinks he is. You're not in control of this house. This isn't your house.
Save me?
See, like that's that thing again. Two different people back and forth. Who needs to be saved? How can we save you?
So a woman was saying like, are you? And then a man came in and just totally drowned her out.
Yeah, see, like something's...
I got you.
Something thinks they're in control here. Trying to run this house.
Everything? Hey guys.
We're going to leave this room.
Go.
Go. We are. We're going to leave this room. We're going to go out in the hallway. And we're going to talk to whoever's out there. Whoever's in here, you're not in charge. You do not run this house. Do you have anything to say?
That was a weird voice. It was quick. Male voice.
Do you have anything to say before we leave this room? Last message? What's your message? You've said the same thing to me twice so far. What's your message to me? Tell me.
He needs the light.
He needs the light. See, that's like God related again.
Damned.
Damned. Am I damned? You've told me I'm dead twice. Now you're saying I'm damned? We're going to leave. We're going out of this room.
It's already...
It's already what?
Steve. Undo.
Alright, I'm going to pull him out. We're going to go out of this room and talk to somebody out in the hallway.
Go.
Go. Again, that's the second time. Alright, let's sit here. Pull him out. Oh boy.
What's up?
That's a lot to unpack.
There's a lot of like religious themes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wait till you see how it all lines up.
Oh, good.
That's a lot to unpack.
Okay.
Let's move on. Let's go out there. Try to interact with the little girl because she's not in here.
Okay.
And
Good to know.
we'll figure out what's going on outside of there. But this just took a turn.
Okay.
This got weird. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's
do it.
go. All right, so we're packing up to leave after the ESSA session, trying to go out in the hallway. We pick up the obvious. Hasn't said anything the entire time we do the ESSA session. First two things it says, fraction, and then unholy.
Then Peter, St. Peter.
Fraction, unholy, and then Peter like St. Peter. Like you said, this whole theme up here has been God, he needs a light, he's damned. It told me I was dead twice.
I kept hearing like a choir too. It was like
That's what I mean. Like
church
everything
music.
is very religious themed in this room.
Yeah.
And the first thing it says when we get done, and I'm telling you about all this stuff that was happening, it says unholy.
Even downstairs we got devil.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
what is this place?
I have no idea. This is a super bizarre place.
Yeah. Well, let's
Let's move on. Let's go
Yeah.
talk to the little girl.
cool.
Let's go. All right, guys, so we just stepped out of the unfinished bedroom behind us here. We're in the hallway on the second floor, which is right where we saw that shadow figure yesterday run past these doors next to us. So we're going to try to communicate with whatever that was. Maybe it was a little girl. It was short. It was smaller than this railing here.
Absolutely.
So that's what my mind first went to, was maybe it is the little girl. We have a millimeter set up behind Dylan down by the finished bedroom, which is supposed to be the darker bedroom in the house, which after that ESSA session, if the other room is darker, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
So-
Well, we'll be in Savannah, but
I will leave you here.
oh, I'd rather you didn't.
Well, too late. So, all right, that's too bad. All right, we also have the music box right here, which is pointed towards the room we just came out of, which is the direction that we saw that shadow run last night.
Yeah.
So,
It's interesting too because we both saw the shadow at different times.
different times,
Yeah.
but the exact same thing.
Yeah.
In the same spot. So, is that a residual type thing? Is it a thought form? Is it just energy that's been manifested there?
Right.
Or is it the spirit of a little girl or whatever else may be haunting here?
Yeah. Oh.
I'm
hi.
upset.
And then it's the exact. Yo.
Oh,
How quick that was? That's
My
exactly like the shadow was that I saw.
God.
Just how quick it was.
Yeah,
I can't show you because I have a hoodie on, but goosebumps.
I don't like it here anymore.
Yeah. That's actually scary. That was so quick.
Yikes.
That's exactly how the shadow moved when I saw
Literally,
it.
quick.
Just quick.
And that's what I mean. It stopped. It was instant. It ran. It's in there. It's done. Don't do
Hold on. Move your hand again like that. I think I want to leave.
that. Did you see something?
I think on top of the stairs. I think I want to go. I think I need to leave.
Oh, guess how you get downstairs? The stairs. Which makes sense.
Yeah. I thought a face came around from
A
that.
what?
Yeah.
Why would you tell me to move my hand then?
Well, because I didn't know if like you moved your hand in a
And
weird
I made
way.
a face
Yeah.
with my hand?
Yeah.
Think about what you're saying. Man said, I saw a face, so I want you to move your hand again. Just
Like
in case.
if the shadow reflected weird, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just
I hate
trying to
when
rationalize.
my hand shadow turns into a face.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
It's too bad.
All right.
But it looked like it came around like the top. I was trying to see if like the shadow came around weird or something.
Right. I don't like
But
how
literally like stereotypical like little Victorian age girl, like the curly hair.
And you thought it was my hand. Again, we're going to go back to that.
I'm trying to rationalize here, all right? That was so bizarre.
I left my hand wig at home. Sorry.
Oh, my bad. Should have remembered.
Yeah, next time.
That was really weird though.
I'm also going to turn on the obelisk because it didn't say anything while you're doing the S's, but as soon as we turn off the stuff to leave the room, it starts saying things about unholy,
Yeah.
which we're talking about.
The entire night it's
Right.
been this way.
I'm going to put it right here next to the music box, basically. So if it says anything. The music box going off like that.
Just again.
Why?
Quick again.
Why?
If this is a little girl who's messing with this music box, can you step in front of it again so it goes off?
All you got to do is step out of that room.
You're not in any trouble.
We might be.
Sounds like it.
That just scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, same.
I was like, who saw it? I almost just fell over this railing. We have to sleep here.
I mean, we slept here last night.
We didn't know all of this was going to happen.
Yeah.
You told me I was dead twice.
Sorry about that.
If I'm dead, how are you getting home?
See,
Of course. It said Buddha.
Buddha?
Another religion type of thing.
Yeah. That's bizarre.
What is going on here?
A lot, apparently.
Why is this house more confusing than we thought it was going to be?
Well, I was pretty skeptical coming into it. Like, we always try to keep a level head, but
This doesn't make sense.
what's going on here? If this is the little girl who's interacting with us up here, using that music box, can you step in front of it again, just so it goes off?
Again, all you have to do is step out of that room, right here behind us, and it's going to light up and make a noise. If you're the little girl and you can hear our voice, can you do that? Oh my God.
How? I don't...
Can you step away for a second so it stops? Step out of the way and it'll turn off. I'm concerned.
Again, nothing in the doorway, nothing in front of it. Oh, it said yes, I am.
So surprise.
Huh.
What?
That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Downstairs, it's I'm the devil,
Yeah.
I'm in charge.
In that room, it's, again, God, damned, hell, all religion type things, telling me I'm
Right.
dead, I have a message for you. Out here, we're like, oh, is it the little girl? And they're like, yeah, what's
good?
up? I'm
Yeah.
the little girl. You saw me running around up here yesterday in this exact spot. In the exact spot.
And how quick it was, too. It's lining up
and again,
exactly
you say,
the same.
hey, if that's the little girl, can you step in front of this device?
2 times.
And it comes out and does it. It's so much more than you would expect. It
Right.
looks so inconspicuous,
Yeah.
right? It just looks like a normal house. Like, again, it's not even old. Not that it has to be, but like, you know what I mean? Like the mindset when you go into a super old Victorian house.
Like Wilson Castle, for example.
Right.
You walk in, you're like, wow, this place
This is a
definitely
haunted mansion.
Yeah.
You walk in here, you're like, oh, this is a interestingly built house. Like, it's got some quirky things to it. It's different.
Yeah.
But you don't walk in and immediately be like, oh, this house is going to be haunted.
Right.
And they're like, guess what?
Guess what's going on
About to
here?
blow your mind. I don't know if I should be leaning against a railing when people get pushed down the stairs here.
Yeah, I mean, it's only like a 20-foot fall, probably. You'll be all right.
Yeah, at least it's just like, tile floor.
That'll buff out.
Ouch.
But again, the negative questions, we're not getting a response.
If the little girl's up here, on the count of 3, can you step out of the room behind us and in front of this device so it lights up like you've been doing? You're doing really good, okay?
We
So when
appreciate it.
When I count to 3, can you just step out in front of this device again? If it's a little girl, 1, 2, 3. Can you step in front of that device for us, please?
What was that? 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 What was that?
Is that movement downstairs?
Yeah, it sounded like it.
Like walking almost on the tile? Mm-hmm. What if she's downstairs and she's on her way up?
Walking up the stairs,
Coming
like how we
upstairs.
saw.
Right. Are you coming up the stairs? When you get up here, just step in front of that device. It's right here on the ground. You don't have to touch it, you don't have to do anything. All you gotta do is stand in front of it.
Or just walk by it really quick. We think you've done it a few times now. You're doing really good. We appreciate it. I just
Ain't
jumped
no
when
way.
it did that. I
Ain't no
jumped.
way.
Can you stand in front of it for a few seconds so it keeps going off? Sorry we keep getting excited, but it's really cool to us.
You're doing great. I like her better than the person telling me I'm dead.
Yeah, I would too.
She seems more fun.
Do you want to play a game up here with us? With all these toys that we have on the ground? I jump every time that goes off.
Yeah.
We're good.
For why?
Yeah, I asked him to stand in
but
front of
there's
it.
nothing there. There's nothing. It's
The
literally,
Oculus keeps spiking too. It keeps going up to
it's
like
literally
right.
an unfinished floor and 2 closed doors to rooms that are also unfinished.
And apparently haunted.
But yeah, we gathered that. This is so weird. This house is so weird.
Yeah. I have like a pit in my stomach.
I was super uncomfortable in those rooms. Very, very uncomfortable.
I
may have lied to whoever's in there and said, you don't scare us. So I think they might be calling our bluff. They're like, oh yeah, guess what? You're dead. That's scary.
That can be interpreted so many ways too.
None of them good.
Yeah.
There's not a good way to interpret that, right? Like,
because that's one of the theories we always say. What if we're the dead people?
what if we're the ghosts?
Yeah.
Literally, I'm like, yeah, you don't scare us. I'm like, well, guess what? You're dead.
Right. Or it's saying
About what I said, I take it back.
right. Huh.
I'm very confused.
So, they said me too. I don't know what's going
This
on.
girl's like, that dude's crazy in there.
Actually, that's a good point. If this is the little girl that we're talking to, do you know the mean guy who said he's the devil up here that we talked to a little bit ago?
What if that's why they always see her running?
Because she's being chased.
What if she's running away from him or whoever it is?
Right. That's another theme we've seen at a lot of haunted locations. There's
Something in
always-
control.
Yeah. Is that the case here? Is there a mean guy who tries to boss you around? Chase you around the house?
Yep.
That's what we've been getting all night, though.
All right.
I'm in charge. This is my house. Get out.
out. Yikes.
I am flabbergasted right now. Can we help you?
Why are you over there now?
Near the room that's supposed to be the darkest in the house.
Where we're sleeping. Why did we pick that room? Oh, because it's finished.
Yeah.
Great.
It looks like we're finished.
Well, I'm dead, so thanks.
Huh.
So
yeah,
good.
Again,
We're surrounded again. Both sides.
common theme.
Yeah.
Can we help you? Is there a way we can help you? Either avoid?
From the sounds of it, we need help. Not them.
Yeah.
Although you did kept saying like help or I need help in there.
Great. Didn't I say save me too?
Yeah. I'm like, well, I'm dead. There's not a lot I can do for you. So I've already checked out.
What do you mean save me?
That was me. Floor creaking.
Oh, okay.
That was not me. Did
Down
you
the
hear that
stairs?
knock?
It was like down the staircase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounded like the one we heard earlier tonight on the door.
Someone like coming up the wall. You hear that?
You say coming up the wall?
Like coming up the stairs, like tapping.
That sounds way less scary than
Yeah.
like
Coming
coming
up
up
the
the
wall.
wall makes me think they're climbing up the wall.
If I see something climb up the wall, I'm going to.
What was that?
Who's humming?
Did you just hear that?
The hum?
I thought I heard like a hiss.
That's what I heard downstairs. Huh. Can you see the guy who's trying to scare us?
Where are we? What is this?
Not
How
what I
did we get
expected.
here? What did-
Literally.
What
I
did
feel
we-
like we're in the upside down.
What did we do
I don't know.
to deserve this?
Is this hell? Can you see the guy who's downstairs making all these noises, hissing at us, saying he's the devil? Is that talking? Saying he's the devil? Is that talking? Saying he's the devil? Is that talking?
Yes. Did you just hear that
Yeah.
voice?
In that room where
That
we just
was a
came from.
guy's voice.
Many chills.
That was
Many
100%
goosebumps.
a guy's voice. I couldn't tell what it said. That was distant. It
was in that
muffled.
room, though.
Yeah. And guys, we're on a busy like interstate here, but there's nobody out here. These houses are decently separated. It's not like a neighborhood. You're not just
Right.
walking around. There's not people walking around, and it's also like 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah. Is the little girl still up here with us? Can you sit up? Is the little girl still up here with us? Can you sit up? Is the little girl still up here with us? Can you sit up?
That was downstairs. My foot made this noise.
It was like a girl's voice.
Yes, there was something else downstairs.
I wonder if that tapping was her going down the stairs like, hey, by the way, I'm not up there, you know?
She's like, just so you know, I'm heading out. You guys might want to.
Thanks.
Little girl, can you come back up here for a minute? When you get back up here, step in front of this so we know you've come back up, okay? Just come right up the stairs and stand over here for us so that this lights up again. You haven't done it in a few minutes. Oh my God.
How?
There ain't no way.
That doesn't make any sense. This place is haunted.
That hasn't gone off in a few minutes.
A couple minutes, yeah.
And I say, hey, can you come back up here and stand next? Immediately goes off.
That's what, third time on command? It's gone off?
At least.
Huh.
What is happening here?
Is there a lot of energy trapped in this house? And that whoever the guy is trying to use it to accomplish whatever his goals are? Is that... What are his goals? I'm just curious.
How long is she gonna stand there? Can you step away for a second so that stops?
Is that the little girl?
Step off to the side, and then it'll stop going off.
I don't think that's the little girl, to be honest.
If this is not the little girl, whoever that is, step away from that now. So,
Called it.
I wish you didn't.
Why are you trying to intimidate us? Does it give you power? You feel powerful? Trying to scare people out of here?
Little girl, if you're downstairs, can you come back upstairs again and step in front of this device? The one with the white light like you've been doing? Come right up the stairs, stand right here in the hallway again so that goes off. You just did it a minute ago. Can you do it one more time for us to let us know you came back up?
We just want to make sure we're still talking to you.
Oh,
really
my
quick.
God.
That's insane.
How is it on command every time? And the millimeter. I love it here.
Don't know what to make of this, to be honest. I also find it really interesting that every time we ask for a name, we don't get one.
We don't get a name. I called that out during the access session too. I said, listen, we've been asking enough. Like, this is, you have to tell us now. Like, who are you?
Because in religion, isn't it, if they give you...
If the demon gives you the name,
you have power over them.
they lose their power. And the person's really playing up their character.
Yeah. I don't think it's a demon, but whoever this is clearly thinks they have enough power
They think that's their way to keep
Right.
control. Hey, I'm going to tell them I'm a demon. I'm going to tell them I'm this devil.
And they're here to use all this power given to them
I'm
by
going to
all
play
people.
the part. No. Don't.
So, what are your goals? Can you have the Ovilus say what your goals are?
This is a job interview. What are your goals and aspirations?
If you had 3 words to describe yourself, what would they be? Just curious.
Scary as shit. Just kidding. Not really.
Well,
Love you. Weird.
really weird.
Like, there's not many places that surprise us anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I think that's what was interesting about this place too, is coming in not knowing anything. We're
Absolutely.
like, oh, there's a little girl. And oh, sometimes people get pushed on the stairs, so maybe it's something else besides a little girl, or maybe it's not just a little girl. But it's like, it seems like there's both.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Like,
it's weird too because we didn't watch the movie. So again, we're totally blind going into this.
we're just going off of the few stories that Mark told us. We literally talked to him for 10 minutes.
If that, yeah, when we first got here.
Yeah, he didn't give us really any background because we didn't want to be biased on the investigation. This place is so untouched and so new that we thought that would be an interesting way to approach an investigation, right? Like coming in pretty much knowing nothing about it.
Right.
What can we gather? Can we get anything that ties into a few stories that he's told us?
Right.
And it has.
Both stories.
That's what I mean.
It's insane. So I wonder, because the little girl has been a theme, I wonder if something followed him from college.
Right.
Something came
Is that
in
what
from
he
college?
brought back?
As you were saying earlier, that this place is like a beacon. There's so much energy here.
Or did something happen in the surrounding area? Or
Right.
was somebody else doing something in the surrounding area?
Oh, I think that's our answer. So just to confirm, if somebody was in the surrounding area,
Like,
playing,
what if they conjured something up?
right? If they're playing with something they shouldn't have, and they attracted the man, the devil, whatever it is, can you set off that device?
Oh
my God, that's insane.
God.
That's actually mind blowing. How? Like, It's motion activated. How do you debunk that?
Ghosts are here.
Yeah, that's literally what it comes down to. It's haunted.
This is wild. Actually wild.
I've had goosebumps this entire. This is a 20-minute
Like, my
session.
brain is just trying to process this right now.
Because we always say, like, I've never run into a demon.
Right. I don't think it's a demon. That's
No.
I still don't think it's a demon.
But having this much power and claiming this, like, it's living up to
Right.
its, you know?
It's playing that role.
Right.
It's playing that role because it's what's worked. It's what's given it
Right.
control. It's what's given its power.
And I wonder how long it's been doing it for.
Right. And is this little girl something else? Like, again, if this is a beacon, right? If this is a place that just draws in spirits,
Right.
maybe she has nothing to do with this location. Maybe she's from the land, from something that was here before. Maybe she's from somewhere down the street.
20 miles away.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
And she gets drawn here, and now all of a sudden she's trapped.
Yeah.
But by all the stone and the water and all this stuff.
And now people are coming in and giving her attention.
Right. And whoever else is here, this person of power,
Chasing
is
her around.
chasing her around. And that's why people are seeing her run around the stairs, run from the room, peek out behind doors. They're not seeing her, standing there willing to interact and just hang out. She's always on the move, moving throughout the building, one
Even
room to
this.
the other.
She's
what
hiding in the corner of the room.
Right. And what did we see last night? She was running from one side of this building to the other to one of the rooms. She's always on the move.
That's really sad, though, honestly.
This is crazy.
It is. Not what I expected whatsoever.
No. This is unreal.
Are we on the right track? Can you
Is the little girl afraid? Is that why she's always moving? Is she trying to stay away from whoever's in control? If you are, can you step in front of that device? Oh my God, dude. And the millimeter goes off. I don't understand. I don't understand. How is that even real? How?
There's literally no explanation.
That's
This is nuts. Again, I did not anticipate this
No.
whatsoever.
that's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Are you the one that said save me? Is the little girl the one that asked us to save her? If it is, can you step in front of that device again so it lights up and lets us know that it was you asking that? We'll do our best. We can try to figure something out.
Try to get you help.
Do you need help from us? From whoever this is that's in control? If you do, step in front of this device again behind me so it lights up. And we'll see what we can do for you. You know what's crazy? We still have to go to the room that has the darkest energy, where people have been physically attacked.
Where it looks like she's running from.
But she's also been seen in there.
Yeah.
So it's literally like she goes somewhere to hide. Whoever's in control and power goes in there,
Finds her.
attacks whoever's in there, tries to. But same thing. Maybe she was in there. We went in there. Whoever's in there goes in, starts saying you're dead, trying to scare us out of there, get her alone, right?
But
like
why?
more control,
You know?
right? More power. Maybe he feeds off of her energy.
Right. And that's a whole nother level too, because there's the theory that spirits feed off of our energy when
Right.
we get scared.
What if they feed off each other's energy?
There's like so many layers. This is insane. I think we just need to get into that room.
We
and
do EVPs again.
Yeah.
We break out the DR60s in there. We ask more questions. We try to get some more definitive answers. This has been unreal.
It's insane. On command. The entire time.
Little girl, we're going to move into the bedroom down the hall. You can come with us. We'll try to help you. If you're going to come with us, can you step in front of this device again? If you want to follow us in there. The one right here behind me that you've been using, it's got the white light.
Just step in front of it really quick.
You haven't done it in a few minutes, but just again to confirm that you can hear us and you want us to help you. Step in front of that and you can come with us down to this bedroom. What if she's hiding?
She doesn't want to come out because
What if
he
she's
found
hiding?
her. Yeah.
What if she's gone somewhere now and she's like, hey, listen, I'm in my safe spot right now.
Right.
And
I'm not coming out to talk to
I'm
you.
not coming out because I'm afraid. Let's get in there. Let's do EVPs. Let's ask some questions. Try
Get
to
to the
figure this out.
bottom of it,
Figure
yeah.
out what is going on here, and then and then we get to go to bed. Perfect.
Exciting.
This is unreal. That was absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, let's get
do
in
it.
there.
All right, guys, we are now in the finished bedroom that is said to have all of the really negative activity. They've caught the little girl hiding in here, peeking around the doors. People who've slept in this bed have been violently shaken awake, assaulted up here. So
we've had people get physically attacked, scratches.
Yeah.
And when they leave, they see the little girl peeking out of the bathroom door.
Like hiding.
She's hiding again. Same
Right.
thing as what we were just getting out there. So we're going to go right into it. We're going to do some EVPs. We have some cat balls set up just in different areas to see if they'll interact with that. There's a cat ball on the bed here, one by the door, and then one in the rocking chair behind us, just in case.
Because if it is a little girl,
Right.
like downstairs, she wants to interact with everything.
and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to do some EVPs, and we'll go from there.
Because again, we don't know what is here.
No.
You know?
I say we do a quiet one to start. We haven't done one of those tonight.
Yeah.
So
Give them the floor.
right, if the little girl is in here or anybody else, we're not going to ask you any questions right now. We're going to start these recorders, and you're free to say whatever you want. We're going to give you the floor. You ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. One, two, three. There's like, I can't tell what that noise is.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like movement out there.
Right.
But I don't know.
Little knocks and bangs here
Yeah.
and there. I don't
Yeah,
know.
let's play this back.
Sounds like the same thing, getting louder every time.
Play it back.
Get them out.
Get out.
Get them out. Get them out.
Get out. And get out. Yeah. That was me. I bumped into
Okay.
bed. That was me.
Panic.
All right, play
Let's
it.
see what this one got. Right off the ground.
Yeah. What? Play that back. Help me out? Listen, that one sounds like it says help me out.
Help me
Help
out.
me out. Weird.
Weird.
So a get them out, get out, and then a help me out.
Right. Again, two different.
completely different things. 50% one way, 50% the other way. It's the same way it's been all night.
Right.
It's weird.
The entire time, it's always been one device. Too. One takes the melon
Right.
upstairs. One takes the
Right.
melon in the center of the room.
Right.
One takes a DR60. One takes,
Right. That's so weird. What a confusing house.
Right. And just the way it's set up is confusing too.
Yeah, it's built super bizarre.
Built different.
I'm gonna delete your website.
Thanks.
What is the website?
Ghost-generation.com. You can get a beanie, just like the one I was wearing today.
It's right here. See it? Right there. That's the website. Go to it. But don't buy anything.
Thanks.
All right. Anyway, let's do another one. Let's
Yeah.
ask a couple questions.
See if we can get a name or something.
Yeah, because we've asked all night. We haven't got a single name.
Like calling it little girl, I feel like it's kind of disrespectful
Right.
almost, But
And
it's
then
not giving us a name.
The other thing keeps going by the devil. It's not the devil, so
You're not the devil, pal.
Yeah.
You're not him.
he said want to bet. All right, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. If a little girl followed us into this room, can you come over here and give us your name? We just want to know what to call you.
How about this thing calling itself the devil? You haven't intimidated us all night. Just give us your name.
Whatever the negative energy is that's here. Do you intend to hurt us?
What's your end goal? Why do you stay here?
Do you know where you are?
Why do you attack people in this room?
1, 2, 3. Let's see.
See if we can get some answers here.
Yeah, there's some questions I don't know if I want answered, but
Yeah.
we'll figure it out.
What?
I don't know.
How about this thing calling itself the devil? You haven't intimidated us all night. Just give us your name. Whatever.
How?
How about this thing calling itself the devil? You haven't intimidated us all night. Just give us your name.
How dare you?
Whatever the negative
Almost sounds like it says, "How dare you speak like that?"
thing calling itself the
Which,
devil.
listen,
You
it's
haven't
like,
intimidated us all night. Just give us your name.
How dare you speak like that?
Negative energy is that's here. You intend to hurt us? What's your end
It's a full sentence.
I can't tell. So I'll play back, but I can't. It's quiet.
Yeah.
Negative energy is that's here. You intend to hurt us? What's your end goal? Why do you say you? Do you know where you are?
I'm gonna play
What?
that back.
Yeah.
Do you know where you are?
Can I make it out? I don't know.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
like
it's hard to make it out though, but that one definitely sounded like it said, "How dare you speak like that?"
I'm insulting.
You're challenging it, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're not the devil. What are you? Then give us your real name. You haven't
Right.
intimidated us all night. It says, "How dare you speak like that?" Again, authority, right?
Yeah.
Like, how dare you talk to me like that?
I'm
in
coming into
control.
this house.
Right.
Yeah.
Weird. Let's play yours back and see if they're
A little cheerier,
yeah,
perhaps.
maybe friendly.
Hopefully.
There's a little girl followed us into this room. Can you come over here and give us your name? We just want to know what to call you. How about this thing calling itself? Can you come over here and give us your name? We just want to know what to call you. How about this thing calling itself the devil? You haven't intimidated us all night. Just give us your name.
Play that back.
Negative.
Hold on.
You haven't intimidated us all night. Just give us your name.
You don't know what you're doing?
Calling itself the devil.
Weird.
You haven't intimidated us all night. Just give us your name.
You're doing.
Whatever the negative energy is that's here. Do you intend to hurt us?
Yes.
That's like, yes.
For sure.
Play that back. And then it goes, yes.
Whatever the negative energy is that's here. Do you intend to hurt us?
Yes.
What's your end goal? Why do you stay here? Do you know where you are?
What?
I don't know.
Do you know where you are?
I can't tell.
Why do you attack people in this room?
I don't know. Super weird though.
Doesn't like when we challenge it though.
No,
For sure.
again, like, you don't know what you're doing. How dare you speak like that?
Right.
I'm going. Do you intend to hurt us? Yes.
Yes.
I mean, clear as day. It says yes.
Right. But again, what if it's just trying to intimidate us
That's
to
what
get
I
us
mean.
out?
Because, like, nobody's been really hurt.
Right.
I mean, somebody's been pushed down the stairs. That's pretty
Yeah.
drastic, I guess. But
We've been scratched to places before. We
Right.
don't know if that's maybe they're trying to reach out to us. Right.
it's
And
not a
manifest
demon.
as a
It's
scratch.
not a devil.
Right.
It's not it.
You're not him, pal.
That ain't you. No matter how bad you want it to be. Weird. I don't know. I think we do a couple more.
Yeah. See if we can again try to get a name.
Split up a little bit though. You go over by that door. I'm gonna go over here on this side by the rocking chair area, and see if maybe if we separate a little bit, we get something different, or maybe the little girl's hiding over there. You know what I mean? Like,
Pretty sure I've seen this in like Scooby Doo and every horror movie.
you get to go near the door where the scary hallway is. Good luck.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, let's do it.
Ooh, look. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We've split up a little bit now. If you're so strong and you intend to hurt us, why don't you do something?
Are you the reason that we woke up at 2 or 3 in the morning?
Are you trying to take back this house and make it so nobody comes here anymore?
What are you going to do to hurt us?
If you're the devil, you should know who we are. Say our names.
One more time. If the little girl is here with us, can you give us your name so we know what to call you?
1, 2, 3. I mean, it doesn't like being challenged, right? So,
Right.
let's keep challenging it.
See what happens.
See what happens, right? What do we got to lose?
Yeah.
I'm already dead, apparently. So
I mean, if you just like smack a beehive, what
Yeah.
happens?
I'm already dead, so
Oh,
can't get much worse.
leaves me, huh?
All right.
We've split up a little bit now. If you're so strong and you intend to hurt us, why don't you do something? Are you the reason that we woke up at 3 in the morning? Are you trying to take back this house and make it so nobody comes here anymore?
What?
What?
At 3 in the morning. Are you trying to take back this house and make it so nobody comes here anymore?
That's the fucking point. Listen.
Are you trying to take back this house and make it so nobody comes here anymore?
Really?
That's the
Yeah.
fucking point.
It's quiet though.
What are you going to do to hurt us? You're the devil
We'll play
here
that.
anymore? What are you going to do to hurt us? You're the devil. You should know who we are. Fair it.
Not too clear.
If the little girl is here with us, can you give us your name so we know what to call you?
That's weird, though.
That's the point.
Yeah. Are you, like we said the whole night, though, their whole point is they're trying to scare us, trying to intimidate people so they don't come to this house. They want the house back. This is
So
my
it's like-
house. Get out.
They don't feed off the energy then. They just want us gone.
They don't want us here.
That's
So
so,
again, maybe they're feeding off the little girl's energy so they don't
Right.
need us.
that's so weird.
I don't know. Let's play yours back.
We split up a little bit now. You're so strong, and you intend to hurt us. Why don't you do something?
What?
Was that like a laugh?
We split up a little bit now. You're so strong, and you intend to hurt us. Why don't you do something?
Did I just like get out? What's that?
Strong, and you intend to hurt us. Why don't you do something?
Get out.
Are you the reason that we woke up at 2 or 3 in the morning? Are you trying to take back this house and make it so nobody comes here anymore? What are you going to do to hurt us? You're the devil. You should know who we are. There it is.
Steven Dylan.
Ain't
No
no
shit.
way.
Hold on.
You're the devil. You should know more
Like
time.
a sentence again. Play one more time.
One more time. There's a little girl here with us. Can you give us your name so we know what to call you?
Can't make it out.
It avoids that question again.
That's so weird. I don't know what to make of this place.
No, it's very confusing.
Right?
I don't know. Let's do one more session, 2 more questions each, and just try to get some final answers here before we go to bed. Lucky us.
At least, you know, it hasn't been haunted the whole night.
Yeah. All right, ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. This is it. Your final chance to talk to us. After this, we're done. Who are you?
Do you want us to bring a priest in here? Is that why you keep bringing up all these religious themes?
We aren't scared of you. You're going to have to do something a lot worse to scare us out of this house. Think you can do it?
Can you tell us good night or goodbye?
1, 2, 3. Hey, Mr. Demon, I know you've been trying to kill us all night and scare us, but yo, can you say goodnight to us?
Sweet dreams, maybe?
Can
Can you check me in?
Can you wish us a good night? You're going to shit if something tucks you in that bed.
Yes, correct. Yep.
Gross. All right. Let's see.
This is it. Your final chance to talk to us. After this, we're done. Who are you? Do you want us to bring a priest in here? Is that why you keep bringing up all these religious themes? We aren't scared of...
What?
Do you want us to bring a priest in here? Is that why you keep bringing up all these religious themes? We aren't scared of you. You're going to have to do something a lot worse to scare us out of this house. Think you can do it? Can you tell us good night or goodbye? 1, 2, 3.
Put up. I didn't think it said anything, but
No.
maybe. I don't know. It wasn't clear. Nothing in that round was clear. It's too close almost. It's like they're muffling themselves.
Right. Almost trying to whisper.
Yeah.
See if it's got anything different.
This is it. Your final chance to talk to us. After this, we're done. Who are you? Do you want us to bring a priest in here? Is that why you keep bringing up all these religious themes?
It's vocal.
Do you want us to bring
What?
a priest in here? Is that why you keep bringing up all these religious themes?
That's vocal.
I don't know what that says.
You're going to have to do something a lot worse to scare us out of this house. Think you can do it? Can you tell us good night or goodbye?
Put that back. It doesn't say goodnight or goodbye.
No.
Can you tell us good night or goodbye?
Something effing something. Play that. It's like bump bump.
Can you tell us good night or goodbye?
Yeah, it sounds like it says you're effing crazy. Play that back.
Can you tell us good night
Listen.
or goodbye?
Yeah, it does.
It's like, are you kidding me?
Right. You're effing crazy. Get out.
Yeah, literally. It's like, get out.
Yeah.
Me and him on the same page on that one. I was like, really? You gonna ask the devil
Right.
to say goodnight?
But clearly it's not the devil.
No, there's no way.
It's not doing anything to
No.
us. It doesn't have the power.
No, it's all a facade, right? It's
Yeah.
all an act. It's trying to show that it has all this power and all this strength and all this control so that it doesn't lose control
Right.
of the house. It's had this control. It's had this power. Now people are coming in
Challenging it.
and interacting with it, and it's not used to that, right?
Right. I mean, the past 4 decades, it's probably ran this place, you know?
It's done what it's wanted to do. It's scared people out of here. It's scared his friends. It's scared him from coming upstairs during the day.
Right.
So it's been in control.
That's a lot of power.
And now all of a sudden the dynamic has switched and people are coming in and focusing on the little girl.
Like, I don't think you're a demon.
Right.
I'm trying to help this little girl out.
And they don't like that. But again,
so interesting.
what a weird night. Like a mind-blowing night. Did not expect what we experienced here tonight at
Absolutely.
all. But I think it's time for us to get some sleep
Yeah,
in this room. The demon didn't say goodnight to us, but maybe we'll get a good night's rest anyways. So I think we go to bed, and we'll wrap this up in the morning with you guys to let you know if anything crazy happens while we're sleeping.
They tuck me in.
Yeah.
Don't. By the way, that was a joke.
So
thanks.
We'll see you guys in the morning. Let's get some sleep.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, guys, we officially made it through the night in the Savannah haunting house.
I feel like sleeping here the first night, they tried to really intimidate us. You know, we got woken up at like 2:30 or 3 in the morning, which is when Mark says all the activity usually happens. But we saw that again last night. It was trying to get us out the entire time. You know, I'm the devil. What do you think you're doing?
Yeah, you know, challenging every single thing we said. Anytime we asked a question or, you know, approached this in a way that wasn't fearful, it didn't like that. And it tried to, you know, strike fear into us and scare us out of the house and keep control of this house. There may be a little girl here. It seemed like we were interacting with her, definitely upstairs.
Absolutely.
But I don't know what the whole dynamic is between her and whatever this other entity is that's here.
Right.
It's not the devil. I mean, I don't think it's the devil, but there's definitely something not
Negative.
so happy. Yeah, it's negative, and it doesn't like people being here.
And it's been in control of the house for the past few decades, which is nuts. But I definitely think we have to come back here at some point. Definitely a lot of questions that remain unanswered.
Yeah, we came in with certain questions like, what is the haunting? What's it going to be? What are we going to experience? And now we're leaving with more questions of really what is here and why is it doing what it is? You know what I mean? Like it's a bizarre haunting, something we haven't really experienced anywhere. It's kind of a new thing. But we got a lot more haunted houses coming up for these guys.
We do. Make sure you click that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you see all the rest of the videos coming up. It's going to get crazy.
We'll see you guys at the next one.
The Lebold Mansion in Abilene, Kansas.
The real-life haunted house.
Has a long and spooky history in the state.
They're all around us, everywhere that we go.
It sounded like it was on the cans.
Honestly, it did sound like something hit the can.
Yeah.
Something tapped on one of those cans.
What was that?
What was that?
Oh, I just got the worst chills, dude.
It was listen, and then it was a voice repeating like the same thing.
Yeah, that's such a strange voice.
I don't know what that is.
I don't think you've ever heard
bizarre.
of. Yeah, I've never heard a voice like that.
It just felt like someone touched my hand.
Really?
Dude, that was so weird.
The history of the Lebold Mansion begins in 1856 when Timothy Hersey moved to an area known as Mud Creek in Kansas. He would build a log cabin for him and his family, but then it'd get burnt down by what were known as hostile Native Americans. He would then create a dugout for him and his family to live in, and his wife Elizabeth would give birth to the first settler in the area. They would rename it Abilene, and they would actually make a stagecoach stop in this area for travelers going through Abilene, Kansas.
President Lincoln officially gave them the land in 1861. However, the town would not be incorporated until 1869, when banker Conrad Lebold from Ohio and his partner Jacob Augustine would purchase the town site from C.H. Thompson and Joseph McCoy.
Mr. Lebold served as the mayor of Abilene for 2 terms, and then he also served as a treasurer for Dickinson County and as a Kansas State Assemblyman. To solidify his reputation as the founder of Abilene, he purchased the original Hersey property and built this beautiful mansion on top of the original dugout, which you can still see in the basement today. He built the mansion in 1880, and then he went bankrupt in 1889.
After Lebold filed bankruptcy, the house would exchange hands a number of times, even sitting abandoned for a short period of time before becoming a boarding house for young female operators of the United Telephone Company, which would later become the company Sprint. By 1930, it was an orphanage for young boys with a classroom up in the attic, and it would serve this purpose all the way until 1940, when it would transition again to an apartment building. It would stay an apartment building from 1940 all the way until 1970.
The house fell into a state of disrepair up until 1974 when Merle Voschultz purchased the house and began restoring it. In the year 2000, 2 Victorian-era restorationists, Gary Ushak and Larkin Mayo, purchased the house and began actually putting wallpaper in it, about $750,000 worth. 10 years later, they would also leave the house and move back to New York.
The house would then again fall into abandonment, with many owners making a go at it, bankruptcies, and just exchanging hands over the last few years. The current owner, Joseph Tatner, bought it in 2021 and began restoring the property back to its former glory. He's put in a lot of work and he's opened it for historical tours, paranormal investigations, and even a Halloween haunted house that attracts many visitors to the mansion to this day.
The Lebold Mansion is said to have inspired the house from the Addams family, and with over 140 years of history, it's bound to have some ghost stories. There's many reports of disembodied voices, shadow figures, disembodied footsteps, and objects moving on their own. And you guys are about to see what we experienced during our stay at the most haunted house in Abilene, Kansas, the Lebold Mansion. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're at a very unique location with the Lebold Mansion in Abilene, Kansas.
Shout out to our good friend Riley who hooked us up with this spot tonight. Guys, she has been a long-time Haunted Nights fan, a good friend of ours, so thank you Riley for setting this up for us. Such an amazing history here at this house. I'm excited to get inside and kind of see what unfolds because there's so many different layers here.
Yeah, the history goes all the way back to the Wild West. It served as an orphanage, it served as apartments. There's so much history that we have to uncover. I think we need to get inside and see who wants to talk to us.
Let's do it. All right guys, we're starting out down here in the basement now. This area is very interesting because it has the Fallout room where he's designed it to look like the game Fallout, but he's had a lot of activity in there. Directly behind me is the dugout. So this is the oldest part. This is where the story starts for Lebold Mansion. And of course we have the movie theater over here, which is possibly where this person may be buried that was murdered here.
Yeah, the crazy thing about the dugout too, that's where Abilene starts in general.
Yeah.
It dates all the way back to the 1850s.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of history just in this basement alone. The chairs in the theater are actually from a very historic theater in Kansas City. So even those could be haunted.
Yeah, we've got a lot of different antiques and artifacts throughout the house that are kind of stirring up activity. We have stuff blanketing this entire basement. We have millimeters, REM pods in the dugout, the Fallout room, the theater. We're gonna do EVPs down here. We thought that would be a good way to start tonight and try to make contact because this place has been investigated a decent amount of times, but not that frequently. So we want to see if we can make contact with some EVPs.
Yeah, they might not be used to these devices, so we can try to, break them in a little bit.
Yeah, let's just get into it and see what we can get up here.
Yeah, let's do it. So really quick, my name is Dylan. This is Steve. We have some devices set up that will hopefully allow us to talk to you. We understand that a few teams have been through here. You probably recognize these devices. If you get close to them, touch the top of them, walk by them, they should light up and make some noise. Let us know that you're here.
We're just here to talk to you. We mean you no disrespect, we mean you no harm. You're not in trouble, you don't have to leave.
We love the history of the house, all the artifacts that have been brought in. We'd like to tell your story, learn a little bit more about the house, your life here.
There's been a lot of work done on the house over the last handful of years. Do you like that?
There's noise in there.
What was that?
Something was on the cans. There's noise in there.
What was that?
Something was on the cans. There's noise in there.
What was that?
Something was on the cans.
It honestly did sound like something hit the cans.
Yeah.
Sounded like something tapped on one of those cans. He says this is one of the most active rooms too.
Yeah. Can you make that noise again? You just tap on one of the cans. There's also device. There's also device. There's also device on the bed in there. If you get close to it, it'll light up, make noise, just like we were talking about.
We also have devices that should be able to record your voice. Because we can't always hear you and we can't always see you. I don't know if you know that's how it works. But these should make it easier. I have one, Dylan has one. Little gray boxes in our hands. All you have to do is come up to them and speak as loudly and as clearly as you can. And we should be able to hear your voice and whatever you have to say to us, okay? They're not gonna hurt you. We're not gonna hurt you. This is just a way to communicate. We're gonna give you the floor. I'm gonna go stand up here by the front.
I'll chill right here.
He's gonna stand back here. We're gonna count to 3 and it's gonna be your turn to talk, okay? We're not gonna ask you any questions. This is just for you. Whatever you wanna say to us, now is your chance, all right? So on the count of 3, come up to this device in my hand or the one in Dylan's hand and just give us whatever message you may have. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. All right. Let's see how the first EVP session goes here.
I mean, mine recorded for 17 seconds.
Okay.
So,
should have picked up something then.
yeah,
Let's see.
hopefully.
What is that?
It's really
Hold on.
vocal, yeah. It's a lot of
It's like
talking.
whispering.
Yeah.
I couldn't really make it out. I honestly almost thought I heard like, "Are you afraid?" or "Are you our friend?"
Right.
I heard each like one time each time I played it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I couldn't tell if it was "Are you afraid?" or "Are you our friend?"
It was like a full-on conversation.
It's just
though.
whispering.
Yeah.
It's very vocal. It's breathy.
Yeah.
I couldn't make it out though.
It's really weird. See if this one picked up anything different.
What was that? Play that one more time. It honestly almost sounds like it says, "Help me get out of here." Like,
Get out of here.
yeah, help me get out of here.
Whoa, that was weird.
What is that?
That was really weird. Now that's going off.
That's the REM. And then it just stops.
Are you stuck in the dugout?
So again, guys, that's where the house, they dug out the ground because the Native Americans kept burning down their house when
Yeah.
they first got out here.
Yeah.
And then it goes off again. Okay.
This is like our first investigation of The Conjuring, though.
Yeah.
We talked about the natives on the land.
And
we got
the
really
REM
good
pod
activity.
stuff comes off, right. Are you here from that time period? Were you here when they burnt down the house?
That's
That's
crazy.
insane. Okay, thank you. Can you step back so it stops?
That's maxing out.
Step back.
Thank you.
That's actually really impressive.
Yeah. So just to confirm, you're here from the 1850s? That's insane.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, step back. Come over towards us so it stops making that noise. Okay, we can keep asking you questions. You're doing great.
Thank you.
It's really
That's
impressive, actually.
nuts.
It's really
Yeah.
cool.
Can you set off the one in the dugout? It works exactly the same. It's just on the floor.
He has a lot of grandfather clocks also, guys. That's upstairs.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, can you step back, please? Thank you. Were you the one? Okay.
It's maxing it out, though.
Yeah, it really is. Can you step back? You're doing great. I know we keep asking you to step back, but this is the best way for us to communicate right now.
That's got to be so frustrating.
Well, it's like, as soon as we hear that really weird voice on yours, too, is when it started going on.
Yeah.
Were you the one that built the dugout? Okay, you're doing. It's like almost like they're figuring out. Okay, this is
what this does.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you build the dugout? Did you dig out the ground there to live in? Okay. Go ahead and step back now. Okay. Step back. Thank you. It's insane.
So you were one of the first settlers of Abilene?
They were the ones that named it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
Awesome. Thank you very much. We're going to stay down here for a little bit and talk to you, okay? We're going to keep playing this back so we can listen to it. But then we'll ask you some questions if you want to communicate. Is that okay? If it is, can you set that off again? That's insane.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you. Go ahead and step back for us and we can play this back. Thank you. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's really cool. Let's see what it's got. That's
What
so
is that?
weird. That's,
I don't know what that is.
no. That's such a strange voice.
I don't know
though.
what that is. That's
I don't think you've
super
ever heard
bizarre.
of. Yeah, I've never heard a voice like that. On
And
the
that
radio
just
system.
all of a sudden doesn't stop now?
Right.
As soon as we catch that voice, this starts going off nonstop and it hasn't stopped since. But it's interesting because like we stopped paying attention to it to start playing that back again. It went off a few more times we were playing it back.
And now it's done.
And now it's just done.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we got to ask more questions because you got a super clear voice. Like it's very
Right.
clear, but it's different than the one I was catching.
Right. And I don't think I've ever heard a voice like that on the DR60.
No, that was weird. It was a weird like tone.
It's like a deep, like male voice,
Yeah.
and it's I can't tell if it's like whispering or if
Yeah.
it's just far away,
Yeah.
but
but it sounded like you got some clear stuff over here.
Yeah.
I had something over here, but not super clear. So why don't we do a couple rounds, right? Let's do a round of questions in the fallout room, and then maybe we can move up and do a round of questions in the dugout.
Yeah.
Because that's completely two different histories. This wasn't here.
Right.
Right? Like just the dugout was. So let's go back over there.
Yeah.
Let's do some questions, and then we'll move back up towards the dugout.
Go from there.
See, because like I don't know what that could have been.
No, and the can too.
Yeah, that's true. We heard the noise. It sounded like the can moved. That's very true.
So I don't know who's lurking around in here.
Was it you?
If that gets up and starts walking, I'm also walking out the door.
I'm running.
Yeah.
So you walk all you want.
I don't run. I don't do that.
All right. Well. Oh,
Careful.
Scare myself. All right. So whoever's in here speaking, we heard you. We couldn't quite make out what you were saying. So we're gonna come in here. We're gonna ask you some questions now. Okay. So come up to these devices. Speak as loudly and as clearly as you can. Also, guys, that is a casket in there. And that was used once. It was used to transport a body from overseas back here. So who knows? But we're gonna ask some questions in here, and we'll go from there. Ready?
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3. Who just spoke to us? Can we have your name?
Are you afraid of us?
Are you able to say Abilene?
Do you know who owns this house now? Can you say his name?
One, two, three. Let's see. Yep. Let's see if they are aware. Because that's the thing we kind of been running into in these last few places. Like, they're aware of still what's going on.
Right.
So they're able to answer these questions that apply to today, and there's stuff from back then.
Right. So it's not just like they're in a separate timeline where everything's different.
Right.
Like they're cognizant of what's happening here.
Right.
It's interesting.
Let's see.
Who just spoke to us? Do you have your name? Are you afraid of us? Are you able to say Abilene? Do you know who owns this house now?
Play that back right there again. That last whisper.
Abilene? Do you know who owns
Really quiet.
It's like right at the end. It's not the louder things. It's like underneath it.
Abilene?
Yeah.
Who owns this house now? His name?
Something out there's going
Yeah.
on.
There was a response. It was quiet,
Yeah.
but there's.
See this one, guys?
Who just spoke to us? Do you have your name? Are you afraid of
What
us?
is that?
I don't know.
Who just spoke to us? Do you have your name? Are you afraid of us? Are you able to say
Oh, it's like a full sentence.
What is that?
who just spoke to us? Do you have your name? Are you afraid of us? Are you able to
Play that
say
back.
who just spoke to us? Do you have your name? Are you afraid of us? Are you able to say Abilene? Do you know who owns this house now? Can you say his name?
There's literally talking after every single one though.
Yeah.
And it's a clear, it's vocal. It's
Right.
a clear voice. It's not, oh, I think it's a voice. It's a clear voice. We just
Right.
can't make out exactly what it's saying. Like that middle one almost sounded like something about like just a little kid or I'm just a kid.
But again, if they're not used to investigators coming in here,
Right.
maybe they don't know how to
Right.
channel correctly
Right.
or whatever. I don't know.
It's weird because like again, it has so many layers here, right? It was obviously a house. It was an orphanage at one point.
Yeah.
It housed single female workers from the phone company. Like this
Yeah.
has had many uses over the years.
Yep. And
So we don't know who we're talking to.
This is where T-Mobile started, and now my service sucks.
Look at that.
So thank you, T-Mobile. Very cool.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored at all.
Not sponsored. Yeah, I don't know. So clear voices in here again. Just can't make out exactly what they're saying.
Yeah.
Something was going off over there. I think it was
Right.
the REM or Mel.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think we go. It's so hard because I want to do another one in here because it was
Right.
so clear, right? Like there's definitely voices.
There seems to be some sort of poltergeist activity too. If
Right.
they're interacting with the cans that are
Hitting
set
a
up.
can or something.
Obviously, those cans were
Right.
not there when this was in operation.
That would've
as an
been
apartment.
weird.
That would have been weird. Yeah.
I almost want to do one more in here before we go to the
Dugout?
Dugout, but like
Yeah.
the dugout is such an integral part of the history here too.
Right.
So it's like it's so hard. because we have so much ground to cover, guys. There's 3 more floors above us. There's 3 more floors, a bunch of different spots we want to hit. The top floor still got the original chalkboard for the orphanage, so we're definitely going to go up there. Let's do another one in here.
Yeah.
And then we can go do one by the dugout. Yeah. Let's just see, because there's something in here. There's something in this room. Step back over here by the casket, I guess. So the casket's here, and this is the original boiler from the 1800s as well. They don't use this one anymore. There's another one behind it that they use, but this is the original stuff. So, all right, you ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Whoever's in here speaking to us, we can hear you. Can we please have your name?
Can you tell me what it says on the door right there in front of me?
Can you say Lebold Mansion?
Do you like when people come to talk to you?
One, 2, 3. All right. I really want those cans to move.
That'd be neat.
It'd be really cool.
I'd cry a little bit, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
Whoever is speaking to us, we can hear you. Could you please have your name? Can you tell me what it says on the door right there in front of me? Can you say Lebold Mansion? Do you like when people come to talk to you?
Not super clear again. I feel like yours have been picking up clear stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're over by the door or, because I mean, that's where you were standing the first time too.
Right.
So let's, I don't know, let's see what yours got.
See what we got.
Whoever is speaking to us, we can hear you. Could you please have your name? Can you tell me what it says on the door right there in front of me? You say Lebold Mansion?
Oh yeah, it says Lebold.
Yeah.
Tell me what it says on the door right there in front of me. You say Lebold Mansion?
It's like Lebold Mansion. Yeah. That sounds like I said yes.
Yeah.
You like people come talk to you? Yes.
Lebold was so clear though.
Yeah, it's like Lebold and Mansion.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Move out towards the dugout.
let's go towards the dugout, see if we can make contact with somebody out there before we move upstairs, because we got a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah.
Let's see. And again, this is where the REM was going off before too.
Right. That's what's so difficult. It's like, as you said before, so many layers to the haunting.
Right.
It's like an onion.
We don't know. All right, Shrek. We don't know who we're talking to.
Right.
Let's see. All right, so we're gonna step into the dugout here, step her out in the REM pod, and let's see. Let's see what we can get in here. I wonder if yours will be any clearer because you're still out farther.
Right.
But I mean, this is where the history of this entire town started.
And now the entire weight of the house sits right above you.
Neat.
It's crazy.
Awesome. All right, let's ask some questions.
Yeah.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Can you tell me who lived down here?
What letter does your last name start with?
What year did you dig this hole out?
Can you say one of our names back to us?
One, two, three. All right, step out of here quick. Let's play this back. All right.
Can you tell me who lived down here? What letter did your last name start with? What year did you dig this hole out?
Good Lord. Good Lord. Good Lord.
What was that?
That was loud.
I don't know what that was.
No. All right.
What? It's telling me something just smacked something.
Yeah.
I don't know if it hit the door. Like the door to the...
That's pretty close.
That's kind of
Again, though.
Honestly, that's kind of what it sounded like.
Yeah.
It sounded like something just hit that sign on the door.
That sucks.
Literally, it sounded like something just went.
Where?
That's actually kind of wild.
And it happened right next to the cans again.
Right. It's all drawn down to here, which he said this is one of the most active spots in the entire house.
Right.
Was this room.
That's so weird. The activity we've already experienced is nuts.
It's weird. It's like
We've gotten
REM pod, EVPs, voices that we've never caught like that before.
Yeah.
Sounds like something hit the cans. Sounds like something hit the door.
It's weird.
I don't know. Let's play yours back.
Yeah.
Can you tell me who lives down here? What letter does your last name start with? What year did you dig this hole out? Can you say one of our names back to us?
Nothing too clear.
But again, we were
Leads us
getting all
down
the clear
here.
stuff down here, and that's where the bang is.
Yeah. That's weird.
This is a bizarre start. It's a bizarre house, a lot of history, and again, something that hasn't been covered a lot before. So
Right.
I'm interested to see what we get as we move up throughout the house. We have 3 more floors to cover. We're gonna do an Estes, more EVPs, all kinds of stuff, spirit talkers. So
Yep.
let's get moving. Let's get up the stairs and see if we can get up there.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, guys, so we moved upstairs. We're going to be doing an Estes here in the vampire room. So originally this was Conrad Lebold's room. He lived in here, and the nursery is also connected right here. So we have a static dome set up over there. See if any kids in there want to play with the static dome. But Conrad was known to actually stay in this room and watch over Abilene and see it kind of develop, because he was the one who financed basically the founding of Abilene. So we're going to do the Estes in here and see if he wants to talk.
Let's do it. They did say this is one of the more active rooms in the house as well. He's pretty prevalent in here. Static dome here. I'll show you guys the nursery quick. Bunch of creepy old toys. Rocking horse, carousel, little barn. There's a creepy doll over there in that carriage. So we'll see if anything wants to interact with us in here.
Hi.
Hi.
Something you.
Can you see us? Are you able to see?
We're going.
Where are you going? Are you leaving?
Wait. Abilene.
Are you from Abilene?
Hi.
Hi. Who are we speaking with so I know who to address?
The home.
We're speaking with the home. Did you build the home?
I'm using it.
You're using the home.
Are you ready?
Ready for what? Are you gonna do something?
There's like a male voice that keeps coming through, but I can't really make it out.
Is this Conrad? Are we talking to Conrad Lebold?
Can you feel it? That was a really long sentence. It was like, can you feel it? I did, and then I got cut off.
We can feel your energy. Where are you?
Me?
Yeah. Where are you in the room?
Sounded like a female voice. It was like, talk to me.
Okay, we'll talk to you. Can I have your name?
Male voice sounded like, we're out front.
Okay, so I asked if they're in the room and they said we're up front, and the female voice says talk to me. We'll talk to whoever wants to talk. We're here just to communicate. It doesn't matter who it is. We're here to learn your story. Are you happy that they've restored the mansion back to how it was? Are you
Sounded like a female voice said, yeah.
Okay. I would be too. It's a beautiful home.
Something said, school's in, something.
Well, when the orphanage was here, they had a classroom upstairs. They had a school.
They're on their own.
Are you here from the orphanage days? Is that what the house was used for when you were here? It's okay. We want to talk to whoever's here.
So that said, Conrad.
Okay. So Conrad's here.
In here?
Do you mind that we're here? Or do you want
Who
your
are
help?
these people?
Who are these people? My name's Steve. Dylan's the guy out there in the chair. Anything you say to Dylan, he will repeat to me. You seem like you kind of already know that. You've been doing good. We're allowed to be here. We're helping restore the house by donating money to it. We just want to talk to you. That's it. We mean no disrespect. You don't have to leave. You're not in trouble. We mean no harm. I know it's probably a little weird having people in your house that you don't recognize.
Dead?
We're not sure if you're dead, if we're dead. We're not really sure how it works yet. We believe that you may have passed on, but that may not be the case. Are you...
Help me?
What do you need help with?
Found.
What did you find? Again, we're not sure. Are you...
Another voice said help me, but it was like really strained.
Did something happen here? There's rumors that somebody may have been killed and buried in the basement.
Help me.
Killed and buried in the basement.
Theater?
Yeah, oh my God, that's okay. So if the person was killed and buried in the basement, where the theater is the only spot in the basement that it could be, because there's about a 2-foot gap between the floor and the original dirt floor. Everywhere else down there,
Where'd we?
you couldn't have buried somebody. The rooms weren't big enough. There's not enough dirt flooring to do it. The only spot to do it in the basement would have been in the theater. Is that true? Was somebody killed and buried in the basement? Did they dig a hole in the basement and bury somebody that they had killed? And where the theater is now? We want to know. Nobody's going to be in trouble for whatever happened. It's too long ago. We just want to know the truth. Was somebody killed and buried in the basement?
Lawless?
Whoa, okay. What if whoever was killed and buried down there was before the house was here, when it was the Native American land, and when they had just the dugout here?
It's like a kid crying.
Because where the theater is now would have just been grass, would have just been land. Somebody could have been killed and buried back there well before the house was here.
Please.
That would make sense. Was somebody killed when this was a lawless town and there was no authority, no rules? Was somebody killed and buried on the property before the house was even here?
There's like a male and female voice going back and forth. I can't make it out though.
You can tell us, it's okay. You can trust us. Who was killed?
I'll die?
You'll die. So you think you'll die if you tell? Are you snitching on somebody? Do you think it's like snitching? I really want to get to the bottom of that, because he's trying to figure out too if that really happened. Because again, where the theater is, if the house was here, that's the only spot it could have been. But if it was before the house was here?
Someone said no something.
If it was before the house was here, it could have been anywhere on the property. Is there somebody buried on this property somewhere?
You know me.
We're going to be moving soon. We have a lot of spots to go to, so we're not going to spend all night up here. So if you want to talk, now's your chance.
From the other.
You know me?
Someone said time.
You know me, and from the other time. We've never been here before. How do we know you? Where do we know you from? Are you from somewhere else that we've been?
Follow me.
Follow you? Where do you want us to follow?
They want to.
Where do you want us to follow you? Where are you going?
You're dead?
I'm dead? We doing this again? Am I dead to you? Do you think I'm a ghost?
So I said you're dead again.
Okay. If I'm dead to you, what year is it? We're gonna be moving. We're gonna go upstairs to the attic.
That was a really weird, it was like laughing. It was like the same deep male voice, just like laughing.
Will you follow us to the attic and talk to us up there? We're gonna try some different things up there, some different equipment that might make it easier for you to talk to us. Are you willing to go upstairs with us? What do you think?
You're leaving.
We're gonna leave this area, yes. We're gonna leave this room and we're gonna go upstairs, one floor, to where the school was for the orphanage, to the attic. Is that okay? Will you come with us? It's been a weird session because they're touching on the possibility of somebody being buried on the property. And I guess I never even thought of it being from before the house was here, which is possible. So that makes more sense. So I really want to get to the bottom of that. Who's buried out here? Were they killed or was it something else? Why are they buried here? So I don't know, but I want to go upstairs where the orphanage classroom was. The original chalkboard's up there. I want to try spirit talk up there and some more equipment. See if we can make contact with any of the little orphanage boys that were here, because he said it's one of the most active spots and they're always hearing stuff up there. Kids running around, kids talking. So I'm going to pull Dylan out. We're going to go upstairs and make contact with them. We're ready. Are you ready? Are you coming with us? I don't know. It's weird. This place is so weird. We had a lot of strange activity so far. I'm excited to get upstairs. So let's pull him out and let's get upstairs.
Know what you want? Good Lord.
That was a good one.
That was.
That was a good jump. Okay, that was weird. It was weird.
So it makes sense?
Yes and no, right? It was kind of sporadic, but the things that were making sense lined up about the possibility of somebody being buried here, right? So when I was talking about that, like, hey, was somebody buried in the basement? Was there a murder? And you go, theater. I said, well, that was the only place it could have been happening.
With the dirt floor, yeah.
If there was a house here. And then I thought, and then you said something else, and I thought about, well, what if it was before the house was here?
Right.
It could have been anywhere on the property.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, it could have been, if just the dugout was here, it literally could have been anywhere on the property.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be just when the house was here. And so we started talking about that, and it was like, they wouldn't tell me what happened.
Right.
They wouldn't tell me who it was, or if it was a murder, or who did it. You talked about the boys at one point, so I said, oh, maybe the orphanage, something happened with that. Then he kept saying dead. He said, I'm dead. And I said, oh, am I dead to you? What year is it? And you just kept saying dead, dead, dead.
That's where it got really weird too,
Right.
because I said I think I said over and then hereafter.
Yeah.
Like immediately I thought of the Overland Trail.
Right.
Which,
Okay.
this is the Old West basically.
Yeah.
This is where people
And you
travel.
said lawless at one point.
Yeah. So I don't know. That was really weird. It was
'cause
like
that's when
multiple
I was-
different time periods,
That's when I was talking about the murder too, and I said, oh, you said lawless. And I said, oh, maybe it happened before, when this was a lawless town,
Right.
before there was anybody here, with any order or any authority.
Right.
And it happened before the house was built and there was somebody buried on the property. So I'm like, okay, maybe we can try to make contact and figure out who that is or what happened.
Yeah.
Because it might not have been a murder.
Right.
It could have been anything. This was native land. There could be people buried here from that.
Right.
Who knows? Maybe that's why they were burning down their log cabin.
Literally, yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe that's why they were doing it. It was like, hey, this is our burial land.
Right.
It's not like they were just going to have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
No, that's
maybe
true.
that's why that happened. But I think it'd be interesting to get upstairs because it's a whole other layer of the history. This is where the classroom was for the orphanage.
Yeah.
So let's go focus on the orphanage now. See if we can talk to any of the kids that grew up here.
Yeah, let's do it. See what we can find.
Let's do it. All right, guys, so moved up to the attic. Now, this is where the classroom was when the orphanage was here. They still have the original chalkboard from the 1930s behind you, which is kind of crazy because you don't know what energy that holds.
Right.
So we're going to try some different things up here. We have spirit talker going, REM pods, millimeter, static dome. Just see if we can make contact with any of the boys from the orphanage.
Yeah.
And then we got to move all the way back downstairs to the first floor. That's the thing. Each level has like different layers of history.
That's freaking out.
And that goes... Church bell tolls. And that goes up to the tower.
Yeah.
Right up to the tower.
That's freaking out. That's maxed out.
Can you step away from that? Okay.
All right then.
That's weird.
You gotta think though, during the orphanage days, the kids would probably love going up there,
Right.
or at least, looking out the window.
Right, 100%. They're up here doing their classwork and stuff. I'm sure they went up there for breaks or whatever.
Right.
So this was, I mean, they spent a lot of their time up here
Yeah.
when it was the orphanage, so. Did you hear that?
Something back there.
Yeah, it was by the other stairs to get up here. I couldn't tell if it was footsteps.
Hello?
Can you make a noise for us?
That was like right on this pillar right here.
Yeah, it was literally right here. And that's not the floor creaking, because you can hear the floor creaking when
Right.
we move. My name is Steve, this is Dylan. We have some devices up here that make it easier for you to communicate with us. The ones with the red lights, all you have to do is get close to them. Wave your hand in front of them, touch the top of them, You can knock them over, it's okay. This device over here on the chair should be able to speak to us for you. You go up and you tell it what to say, and it repeats it to us. We're just here to talk to you. You're not in trouble. You don't have to leave. You don't have to be afraid of us.
It's pretty late for us. Not sure if it's the same time for you, but we're not trying to get you.
Follow us behind you.
Follow us behind you.
Didn't I say like follow me
You
or
said
follow
follow
us?
me. Yeah, you said follow me.
Where?
Behind you would be like over towards us. What just went off?
I don't think I didn't even hear anything.
I thought I heard a REM pod.
I didn't even hear anything, no.
Could be losing my mind, but I thought for sure I heard a REM pod. Where do you want us to go?
Where are we following you to?
It's the second time you've told us to follow you tonight. Well, behind you too is the chalkboard.
Yeah.
The original chalkboard from the 1930s. It's right over there.
Or could that even be residual energy of the tours here?
Trees.
Trees.
I love trees.
You want us to follow you to the trees? Outside?
Isn't that where like the Wendigos live?
Outside?
Yeah.
I mean, they don't live
Trees?
inside. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was like a footstep.
Yeah.
That was a footstep 100%. It even sounded muffled on the carpet.
Yeah.
That was kind of weird. It actually sounded like it was muffled on this carpet, like somebody was just walking right here. Did you just walk up here? Step on the carpet? We think we heard you. You can come towards us. It's okay.
That was over by the
Yeah,
staircase
we're by
again.
stairs again. It just felt like someone touched my hand.
Really?
Dude, that was so weird. That was actually really bizarre. It got like tingly. It literally felt like that was, I don't
Like
even know.
static?
It was literally like tingly. Like I can't even point to it because I have my camera in my hand, but it was like right here. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Like right above that knuckle. It felt like just tingles, like when your hand falls asleep.
Yeah.
But it was just sitting here. And it hit just like that, and then it went away.
That's weird.
Dude, that was so bizarre.
Did you just touch Steve? Can you make a noise or set off one of these devices?
Help us.
Help us.
You said that during the S's a handful of times too.
Like help me or help us?
You said help me, help us, help.
Why?
And then I feel someone touch my hand and says help us.
So I wonder what happened here during the orphanage days.
Right. Did something bad happen? Did somebody get hurt? Did you reach out and touch me? It's okay, I'm not mad. You can do it again.
What was that?
What was that?
Oh, I just got the worst chills, dude.
Dude, that was like shh.
Yeah.
It sounded like somebody like either whispered or like shushed us almost.
Oh, dude, I have really bad. That was so weird.
That was up here.
Yeah. Oh, that was so weird.
That was 100% up here. I don't even know how to describe that noise.
No.
It was like shh, shh.
I can't even like think right now. I don't know what that was.
Dude, that was bizarre. There was definitely a voice.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell if it was like whispering something or if it literally was shushing us.
Right. That was so weird.
Are we bothering you? Or did you just try to say something?
Ava.
Ava. Is your name Ava? What is that?
That literally sounded like something moving the Christmas tree.
Yeah, like rustling on it.
Yeah. That's crazy. But you got to think though, what if the holidays weren't a happy time for them here?
Right, well, they were
So now they
orphans.
hate the holidays.
Right, they were
yeah.
orphans.
Go
Go
over
over
there.
there.
I don't.
Over there by the tree.
I don't think I will.
Go
Why-
over there.
Go ahead.
I mean, I'll come over here a little bit. Why was there walking behind me?
I heard that. Yeah.
Dude, that
really
was
loud.
over here.
Yeah.
Dude, those footsteps were directly behind me.
It- all
Because
of
I'm
them.
over here, and you could hear the creaking over there.
Yeah.
It wasn't me, because look, nothing creaks
No.
over here.
That was directly behind
that
you,
was
though.
clear as day footsteps directly behind me. After it says,
Go over there.
well, it said behind you too, follow us behind you.
Yeah.
We heard that weird voice,
The rustling in the tree over there.
and that, it said tree. I forgot it had said tree.
God, yeah. I didn't even piece that together.
I forgot it said tree.
We're thinking the tree's outside.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, no, this tree.
This tree right here.
It makes a noise and it says go over there.
that's kind of crazy.
What is happening? Dude, that. So the voice, footsteps, something touched my hand. It says tree, noise by the tree, says go over there, follow us right behind you. That's behind me. I
Again.
get touched, help us.
I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. We're skeptical of phone apps, but this is just so
It's
spot on.
nonstop every time.
Yeah.
Dude, Okay, put that all together, right?
Right.
We're standing up here. It says,
I scare people.
I scare people.
You scared us pretty good.
you surprised us a little bit, yeah. But you put that together, right? Like I'm standing here.
Mm-hmm.
It says, follow us behind you. Neither of us move because we're like, what's that mean? We can't
Yeah.
figure out why, like who behind who, what, whatever.
Right.
We hear the voice. We're like, oh, that's weird. It says, help us after I get my hand touched.
Right.
So I get my hand touched, follow us behind you, right? Then we hear a noise behind me, the tree. It says tree, and then it says, go over there.
Yeah.
I go over there. What do I hear? Footsteps coming up behind me.
And then it says, I scare people.
Right.
All right.
All of that together is insane.
Can you move that tree again? Maybe you try to push it over?
What do you need help with? Now that's going off over by the stairs where we heard the voice.
Are there multiple people up here with us?
Dude, there's so many layers to the history, right? Like
Yeah.
it could be so many different people.
Right.
At
Over the
once.
course of almost
Right.
200 years.
Right.
Or more.
Right.
Because you got to think the land before this.
100%. Can you make a noise wherever you are? If you're on the stairs, can you step up? If you're behind me, can you make a noise with the tree again? Or if you want, you can open up the door to the tower. That would be pretty cool. That was behind
That was
you.
on the stairs.
Yeah, it was over that way.
Yeah. Can you set off the device? Right over by the staircase there?
I was wealthy.
I was wealthy.
Like he was, if this was Conrad.
Right.
Or it could be his wife.
That's one thing they were talking about though in the tour. Every time someone acquires this place, they become bankrupt. And
I was wealthy.
yeah, was wealthy.
Yep. He lasted here 9 years,
Something like that, yeah.
and then he was bankrupt.
Yeah.
He said everybody else since then has lasted like 2 to 4 years.
2 to 4 years.
And he's about to be in year 3, and he goes, but I'm not leaving.
I'm not leaving. That's crazy. Did this house bankrupt you? You think this house is cursed somehow?
We hear you. We know you're up here. You're doing great. If you need us to help you with something,
We love talking.
We
good.
love talking.
Okay, you're doing great at it. And that's the other thing. They don't get it as much here as they do at a lot of locations, right?
Right.
Like he has ghost hunts here. There's people that come in and do it, but it's not all the time.
Right.
Where a lot of these locations, it is all the time.
Because this is still his house, too.
Right. The man lives here.
Yeah.
Which, super jealous. Like, it's an amazing house.
a dope house, yeah.
I want to live here.
Definitely live here. Is that why you stay here? Do you have fond memories of this place? Or do you feel obliged to stay here? You want to tell your story?
Well, 'cause that's what he was saying too. He doesn't believe anybody's like trapped here.
Right.
He said he thinks people stay here because they love it.
Yeah.
What do you need help with? Is there a message you want to get out?
That's what we're here for. We're trying to document your story, the history of this house.
Where'd you go?
Where'd you come from?
Not Joe.
That's so weird, though.
Can you just make a noise for us wherever you are? Knock on something, stomp your feet, say something. Like just the series of events.
Yeah.
Everything lining up like that was actually really, really crazy.
From the equipment to spirit talker,
physical touch,
noises.
spirit talker, everything. Yeah, noises. It all made sense.
Right.
That was crazy.
And then it all just stops.
Right, like that. It's like I stepped away for a second. Did you want us to follow you? Are you going downstairs?
There's like footsteps.
It's like movement on the stairs. Sounds like somebody's walking down the stairs.
Yeah.
Are you going downstairs? But I feel like, follow us. I need help. Behind you. I mean, you were saying follow us downstairs too. What if, when they said follow us, they meant downstairs?
Right.
Because I said, oh, we're going to go upstairs. Are you going to come with us?
They said follow us.
Right.
Like, we're going elsewhere.
Right behind you. I mean, they made the noise in the tree. They touched my hand. It's almost like they were grabbing my hand to like lead, you know what I mean? Like lead me to follow them.
Right. It's been weird.
But that's the thing, right? Like, so they would have had their classroom up here, but they would have used the whole house. They would have been everywhere. So it's like they could be on the first floor.
Right.
We were expecting the whole time to go downstairs to the first floor and talk to, Lebold.
Right.
The Lebold family. You know what I mean? But it could have been the orphanage.
Right.
It could have been these kids. The
That's
whole time.
what's so difficult. Could have been the Herseys from
Right.
the dugout. Could
Right.
have been literally
I died.
anybody. I
I
died.
died. Okay.
Didn't I say that during S's too? Like dead?
Yeah, you kept saying I was dead.
Oh, well, all right.
But then you said dead, dead, dead. Like and then you said like a really deep voice said it. It's like
The deep voice is weird too. Towards the end, it really started to come in.
right. I don't know. It's like up here, intelligence. The string of things that started this off,
Insane.
leading us somewhere, pulling my hand, behind you, follow us, tree, like everything just lined up perfectly.
Yeah.
And then we're hearing stuff over by the stairs, and everything over here kind of stopped. So it's like, did they want us to follow them downstairs? Are they going downstairs?
Should go down and find out.
We'll go down, we'll do EVPs downstairs, we'll break out the equipment again. Maybe we'll break out Spirit Talker again, because it's been working really good.
Yeah.
So we can do a little bit of both, EVPs and Spirit Talker, and see what we can get before we call it a night here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
All right, guys, so we moved downstairs. We're in the family room right now. We're gonna focus on EVPs and the Spirit Talker down here and just kind of move around the first floor here because there's a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah, this is, like I said, the family room. This piano behind you is supposed to be haunted. It moves on its own.
Yeah.
There's the women's parlor, there's the men's parlor, there's the dining room. So there's a lot of area to cover on this floor. We're gonna kind of, like you said, move throughout the rooms and do EVPs in different areas because they seem to get a lot of stuff down here.
Yeah.
So and it seemed like whatever was upstairs might have wanted us to come down here.
Right, this entire time.
Right.
So we'll see what we can encounter down here.
Let's do it. So my name's Steve. This is Dylan. We're just here to talk to you. If you haven't heard us tonight, and you haven't been with us tonight, we mean you no harm. You're not in trouble. You don't have to leave. We're allowed to be here.
Thank you for respect.
Okay.
Thank you for respect.
You're welcome. Like I said, we do respect you. We respect the house. We respect its history.
We're very happy to be here and talk to you tonight.
If you haven't been with us, this device over here allows you to communicate with us. We also have other devices we're going to use in a minute that should be able to record your voice. We can't always hear you and we can't always see you. Are you willing to talk to us and have a conversation before we leave?
Said break.
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 Do you need a break from us?
Like you guys have been here too long.
Well, I mean, again, they're not as used to it as a lot of locations. This isn't as frequent here.
So they could be like zapped for energy.
Right.
And like,
They're
need a
not
break,
used to
man.
it. Right. I don't know, do we do EVPs? Jump into them. We're going to try this device here that we have that records your voice. Makes it easier for you to communicate with us, okay? We're going to give you the floor first. So we're going to count to 3. And you come up and say whatever you want into these devices, okay? We're not going to ask any questions. So if you have a message for us, if you want us to leave, tell us. This is your time. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. What was that?
Just noise out there.
It was in the other room.
Yeah.
That was loud.
It's like came from
That
over
was in
here.
the women's parlor or the men's parlor?
Couldn't tell. Definitely over here somewhere.
That was so loud.
Yeah.
Well, this. Yes, I can. Well, this was the room that the piano was in when it moved.
Right.
Scratched the floors and everything because it's when they're selling the house.
Yeah.
The real estate agent was in here.
She left for like a half hour.
Right. Came back and it had slid across the room and it was against the wall. The house was locked up.
Right.
It's kind of crazy. All right, let's play this back. See what we got. So something on there, but it's not clear, it's not loud.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
it could be in a different area, different
Right.
room, and then we hear the noise over here.
It's like the dugout downstairs.
Right.
Though. It's like kind of faint. It's talking.
Right.
But
There's something there, it's just not up front and close.
yeah. I had a hard life.
Had a hard life. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
See. There's a whole lot.
It's literally just like a guy talking the
Yeah.
whole time.
Literally.
Play that again.
Yeah.
It's like 2 full sentences,
Yeah.
same voice.
That's
That's
so weird.
really weird. But I can't make it out.
It kind of sounds like the voice down from the Fallout room, though.
Right. Similar tone.
Yeah. That's really bizarre.
Let's do some questions like right over here.
Yeah.
And we can see if we can get anything because it sounded like it might have been coming from this area.
Right.
and then we'll go from there. But
Yeah.
let's ask some questions. We're between the women's parlor and the men's parlor right now. This wasn't the original dining room. This was the men's parlor, and the women's parlor was over here. The dining room was through those doors. So let's ask some questions. I mean, this is where they would have spent a lot of time socializing with all of their guests.
Right.
So let's see if we can get them to talk to us. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Conrad, are you in here with us right now?
Can you see all the work they've done on the house to restore it?
What's it?
He's over there.
Who's over here?
Who owns this house now? Do you know his name?
One, two, three. He's over there.
Yeah.
After I said, is Conrad in here with us?
And I asked that same question again because I want to see if the intelligence is
Right.
up here is different,
Right.
you know?
Conrad, are you in here with us over there?
Yes.
Yes.
Conrad, are you in here with us over there? Who's over here?
So it sounds like yes,
Yeah.
which he's over here.
Right.
Conrad in here with us? Yes. So that's like somebody else is over there.
Right.
Conrad's over here.
But again, they're lining up with each other.
Right.
Just like upstairs.
Right, they're correlating.
It's interesting.
Conrad, are you in here with us right now? Can you see all the work they've done on the house to restore it? He's over there. Who's over here? Who owns this house now? Do you know his name?
Can't make that out.
No.
There's like a few words there at the end.
Yeah.
So it's like Conrad says yes.
Cemetery?
Someone's buried here.
Right.
Maybe this was a cemetery for like the natives.
Yeah.
Maybe this is where they bury people.
Which again, that would explain why they kept burning the house down.
Like you can't build, and they're not gonna be able to communicate that.
Right.
Right? Like they're not gonna come up and just be like, hey man,
This is our land.
please do not build here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they do it once, they're like, hey, and then they build again, and they're
Right.
like, hey,
Stop doing
please
that.
stop doing that.
Right.
That's insane, actually. Because again, upstairs, you hinted at it maybe being before the house was here. That somebody was buried, but then you said the theater, so it could be still in the same area.
Right.
Same area of the house.
That's so weird.
I don't know what to make of it. Let's do some more questions.
Yeah.
I think what we do is we got a weirder voice over there, a little quiet over here. Let's
back
stand,
over there.
let's stand like in the threshold here, right in the entryway, because that's right above the dugout as well.
It's true.
This is right above the oldest part of the house. So we're standing on where the original log houses would have been burnt down.
Right.
Right in that area. So
Yeah.
let's go do that.
Let's head over there.
All right, Conrad or whoever else is out here. We're gonna ask you a few more questions, okay? Right by the front door. Ready?
Yep.
Listen.
Listen.
Okay. We'll listen. You gonna make a noise? Is that a voice? Is that a voice? Is that a voice?
What is that?
What is that? What is that noise? Hold on. Shh. Shh. Now I don't hear it.
No. It's not like it was saying the same word over and
Yeah,
over.
it said listen, and it sounds like ba-bum, ba-bum.
Yeah.
Ba-bum, ba-bum. What could that have been?
No, I don't know.
That literally it was listen,
Yeah.
and then it was a voice repeating like the same thing.
Yeah. Like the same phrase or the same words over and over again.
What was that? That
That was sounded like the pocket door. You didn't hear that?
what?
Sound like
No, I didn't even hear it.
not the rattle, but
What is
this.
it? What is going on right now?
There's a lot going on.
But again, we're being led everywhere.
Thumb screw?
What?
Thumb screw?
I don't know what a thumb screw is.
Beats me.
Doesn't sound good though. I have no idea what that was.
No.
I have no idea. Let's do our
Try
EVPs.
this again.
Yeah. All right. It says listen, then we hear that voice saying the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
And then we go in there, it's gone.
That's so weird.
I don't know. All right, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. What were you trying to tell us?
What town are we in?
One, two, three.
That's crazy timing.
That's good timing. The quintessential old haunted house grandfather clock.
Yes. Vecna?
Believe us. Believe us. Maybe about the bodies?
Right.
Something being buried? I don't know.
That's so weird.
I really don't know. That's what it said, right? It said
That's
believe
been,
us?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, believe us.
That's been the theme all night though. Like help us, believe us.
Right.
Like what happened here during the
We
orphanage
like to
days?
talk. Like,
right.
maybe they want more attention. Maybe they want more people to come in here.
Right.
I don't know.
It's weird.
What were you trying to tell us? What town are we in?
There's a lot. Again, there's responses.
Yeah.
There's responses. But it's not.
It lines up though, like they're trying to communicate,
Right.
but maybe they don't have the energy or they
Right.
don't know how.
And it says listen, like they're trying.
Believe us.
Right.
That's weird.
What were you trying to tell us?
There's something there. Play
What town
that
are we? What were you trying to tell us?
out. Play it one more time.
What were you trying to tell us?
Honestly, something says don't mess with us.
What were you trying to tell us?
That's crazy.
That scared the hell out of me. Just jumped out my boots. All right.
What were you trying to tell us?
Don't mess with us.
What town are we in?
It literally something says don't mess with us.
That's weird.
I don't know. Like
That was loud. Why is the suit moving?
that sounded like something hit that metal suit.
Yeah.
Dude, if that thing moves, I'm out of here.
Quintessential haunted house.
It literally sounded like something
Barber.
just hit that suit.
Yeah. That's like downstairs though with the cans in the
Right.
door.
Interacting with stuff that's here
Right.
now that wouldn't have been here before.
Right.
So again, they're aware.
In the same
Right.
plane.
Right. Can you knock on that suit again? And that voice is gone.
Right.
We heard it when it says listen.
It was like 5-6
Yeah.
times in a
Bum,
row.
Bum, 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 bum. Can you knock on that metal suit one more time? We're not going to be here much longer. Or if you're out in the other rooms, can you make a noise out there for us? I think we do one more EVP session.
Yeah.
Try to, again, see if we can
Are
get...
you frightened?
Are you frightened?
No. Should we be? Because I scare people
Right.
upstairs. Should we be afraid? Let's do one more. Let's do one more EVP session.
Yeah.
Try to get some more intelligent responses, something clear, and then that'll be it. We'll call it a night. Let's go into the men's parlor.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's go over there. We're gonna go in here, hang out in this room, and we'll do our last session here before we call it a night.
Let's do it.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. We're gonna be leaving soon, giving you your house back. Are you able to say good night or goodbye?
Do you want us to come back again and talk to you?
Can you tell us what year it is for you right now?
Are you attached to something in this house?
Is somebody buried on this property?
Can you see us?
One, two, three. Rituals here?
Yeah, sound like rituals?
Rituals here. I mean, who knows
Right.
what went on in this place?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's had a number of owners a lot of owners. He said he's what, the 25th owner?
Yeah.
That's insane.
One of the previous owners like entirely stripped the house
Yeah,
too.
try to steal everything and sell it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. All right, let's play this back.
Whatever you need us to, if you need your house back, are you able to say good night or goodbye?
Almost sounds like it whispers
If you
goodnight.
need your house back, are you able to say good night or goodbye?
Good night. Yes.
Yeah.
He wants to come back again and talk to you.
Yes.
It almost sounds like he said it twice.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
It's like it's a full sentence.
Is somebody buried on this property?
Can't make it out. So it sounds like it says goodnight
Yeah.
twice.
Right.
I don't know. It's like, that's what I mean. Like it's
It's
clear.
intelligent.
It's here.
Right.
It does answer, but everyone we can't make out every single one.
Right. 'Cause I mean, regarding the person being buried here, maybe they don't know.
Right.
You know,
Could be a different time.
could be before, it
Yeah.
could be after it.
Right.
I don't know.
Whatever you need us to, if you need your house back, are you able to say good night or goodbye? Do you want us to come back again to talk to you? Can you tell us what year it is for you right now? Are you attached to something in this house? Is somebody buried on this property?
That was loud.
That's a weird response. That's a weird.
know.
Someone buried on this property in a scream.
Yeah. And then, can you see us? It was another loud
Yeah.
response. It wasn't too clear.
No.
but I don't
That's
know.
weird. But so I get good night, and then mine fades off. Right. Like nothing super clear after that.
Right.
You get only the response you get is a scream when is somebody buried on the property.
Right. Could be different timelines though.
Dude, this house is weird, man.
Yeah.
It's they say it inspired the Addams Family house. I can see that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's super bizarre. It's strange. It's definitely haunted.
It's creepy and it's kooky.
It is. I don't know the rest
Altogether
of that.
spooky.
There you go. I haven't seen that. I don't think ever. So, yeah, it's
did you just say?
It's a weird house. It's definitely haunted. There's activity on every floor, and there's different activity on every floor.
Yeah. So much history behind it.
Right. It seemed like upstairs was the most like interactive, touching you. You know, the equipment going off, the footsteps, like the voice we heard upstairs was bizarre.
The tree.
But then we come downstairs and we hear the voiceover. You know what I mean? Like there's stuff here. It's like I think still trying to get its feel for interacting with the investigators.
Right.
Bizarre thing. But we'll have to come back here. Let's wrap this up. Let's get on the road and get to the next spot. But let's call it a night.
It's about that time.
All right, guys, with that, it is a wrap here at the Lebold Mansion. What a strange night.
The activity at this place was absolutely insane, from the poltergeist activity, EVPs, disembodied voices and footsteps, and all the device interaction as well.
Yeah, they're intelligent. They're on every floor. I think there's different layers to each floor. I think they kind of commingle with each other.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're getting used to investigators coming in the more and more they do it, but they're still a little bit standoffish.
Yeah, I think we need to come back here after a few more teams have been through here and maybe they're a little bit more used to it, but this place definitely has some crazy activity and we need to come back here at some point.
It's an amazing home. They've done amazing work restoring it. We're going to plug all their stuff down below, guys. Come take a tour, check it out. They do offer ghost hunts here, but it's an amazing location we definitely want to come back to.
Yep, I think it's about that time. Get back on the road and see what the next location has to offer.
Let's do it.
More than 100 years of history. This was a tuberculosis sanatorium, a place for sick kids and adults to come to for isolation and care.
There was experimental treatments done. There was a lot of death.
There's a noise over here, and then it sounded like someone either like coming down the stairs or like on the stairs or moving around.
It was behind me, so I don't know if it was that one or this one, but it was 100% behind me on one of these staircases. I thought it was behind me.
It was like 2 claps.
I thought it was behind me.
That was so freaking loud. What the hell was that? It sounded like it was above me.
Like I felt like a huge cold breeze right by my right arm. It felt like it moved like this way.
The history of the Wildwood Sanitarium in Salamanca, New York began in 1900 when the building was constructed. In 1903, the building was purchased by 2 doctors, Dr. Carroll Perry and John Henderson, who met at an osteopathic college.
The 2 doctors would open the building as a sanitarium in 1906 to deal with many different ailments. Now, they believed in health without medication, so they used hydrotherapy, electric battery baths, bone stretching, and other holistic methods to cure these illnesses.
In 1923, this location was forced to transition into a tuberculosis hospital due to the high demand for treatment in the area. They still believed in the osteopathic methods during this time, using bone stretching and UV light radiation treatments during this time. After its time as a TB hospital spanning multiple decades, they would transition back into an osteopathic clinic.
Now, after the sanitarium closed its doors, the building would undergo some different transitions throughout its years. Many different private owners used it for residential apartments, private family homes, and even a boarding house for a short period of time. Now, the current owners purchased it in 2019 and began opening it up for paranormal investigations. We actually had a trip out here last year. We had a very, very interesting night, so we knew we wanted to come back and experience Wildwood again.
In terms of paranormal claims of the Wildwood Sanitarium, there's some crazy stories coming out of this location. In the basement, there's said to be disembodied voices and footsteps heard from overhead. And also, last year, we caught something on camera that cannot be explained. Up on the 2nd floor, they have a seance room and a doll room where disembodied voices, shadow figures, and objects moving on their own have been captured. Up at the very top floor, there is a doctor's office and several patient rooms where there's said to be a negative spirit who hangs out. When he gets uncomfortable, he will go up in the attic, and there are often footsteps heard overhead up there as well. You guys are about to see what we experienced during our investigation of the Wildwood Sanitarium in Salamanca, New York. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're in Salamanca, New York, out near Buffalo. We're at the Wildwood Sanitarium, a location we've covered on the channel before.
Yeah, we were here a little bit over a year ago. It was a really weird night. We caught a pretty cool thing on camera in the basement. We're gonna start off kind of the same way we have been, one solo now and then one solo at the end. I'm excited to get back in here and see if it's kind of the same activity as last time or something new.
This is a very historic location that served a lot of purposes over the years, so there's a lot of people we could be talking to tonight. But good luck on your solo, and let's see what you get.
Yeah, I did mine in the basement last time here, so I'm actually gonna do mine all the way up on the top floor by the doctor's office and the bedrooms where we'll be sleeping tonight. See if we're gonna figure out who's our roommates, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, good luck.
See you in a little bit. All right, let's do it. All right, so I'm going all the way up to the top floor here. Got a lot of stairs to do. They also have a doll room in this house, which is super exciting. It'll be an IR once we get up there. I just don't want to trip up the stairs. So this is the start of the dolls, and it just gets worse. Raggedy Ann dolls, and here's the doll room. I'm gonna skip that. We're gonna go right upstairs. So we're going all the way up to the top floor here. 3rd floor of the building, again, where the doctor's office is, and where our bedrooms are that we'll be sleeping in tonight. All right. We're up here. Time to go into infrared. I literally just heard a noise in here. Literally as soon as I turned off the light. It sounded like there was movement there. I was gonna say, this is the room I slept in last time. This is where I slept last time. Probably where I'll sleep again tonight. But yeah, we're gonna do some sessions up here. Doctor's office is right down there. I'm gonna do one down there in a minute. I'm gonna start right here, kind of in the middle though, and do a quiet one, see if there's anybody up here that wants to talk to us before we move down that way and do some sessions too. So let's get into this first session. Oh, that was actually really, really weird. There was just like a huge, like a gust of wind. Is there like a, there's not a vent. I mean, they don't have the AC on. It's cold out tonight. That was like a big gust of wind. That was so weird. It went right by my arm. Like it felt like a huge cold breeze right by my right arm. It felt like it moved like this way. Oh, that was really bizarre. Holy shit, actually. This place has got me on edge already, and I literally just got up here. Let's get into this quiet session and see what they have to say. All right, guys, my name is Steve. I've been here before. I'm just here to talk to you, ask you some questions, learn about what life was like, either working here or being treated here. I have a device with me right here that allows me to hear your voice. I can't always see you and I can't always hear you. This just helps, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count to 3, and then you come up to it and speak into it as loudly and as clearly as you can. I'm not going to ask you any questions at first. This one's just for you. Say whatever you want to say right into this device, okay? So I'm going to count to 3. Come up to the little red light in my hand and start talking. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Let's see if they said anything. I'm getting weird feelings from in this room. Like I was standing out here with my back kind of in this room, and I've had weird sensation of almost being watched from in here. So I'm gonna play it back in here, and I think I'm gonna do a question session in here before I move down to the doctor's office. So let's play this back and see if they say anything on the quiet one. All right, here we go. That sounds like it says get out, either get out of here or get out. Get out of here or get out of, almost get out of this house. I don't know, once I put the headphones on when I get home, I might be able to hear a little bit better, but it's definitely get out something. Could be get out of the way, I'm not sure, but let's do some questions in here. See if there's anybody in this room that I'm gonna be sleeping in that wants to talk to me tonight. Maybe I can become friends with them before I room up with them tonight. And then we'll move down to the doctor's office and do another session down there before starting the full investigation. So let's get into these questions. 1, 2, 3. My name is Steve. What's your name? Can you say Wildwood? Can you see me right now? Is it okay if I sleep in this room tonight? One, 2, 3. Let's see if they say anything.
My name is Steve. What's your name?
There's something right there.
My name is Steve. What's your name? Can you say Wildwood? Can you see me right now? Is it okay if I sleep in this room tonight?
It is, maybe? The last one maybe it is. So there's something after what's your name? I couldn't quite make it out. And then it sounds like it says it is okay that I sleep in here. So that's good, I guess. We're gonna be roomies, so nice to meet you. I couldn't quite get your name. Maybe I'll get it a little bit later, but I'm gonna go down the hall right now. We're gonna talk to the doctor in the doctor's office and see what we can get down there. You do not move all night. You stay right there. I don't like the look on your face. You freak me out a little bit. No offense, but. So this is the doctor's office. What they have set up as the doctor's office, at least you got the table. There's a full medical bag over there, original, like 1920s. All the instruments in there. Skeleton, shout out Skippy. And a bunch of other stuff in here that would have had for the medical office. Now, that door there leads to a ladder that goes up to the attic. Now, apparently, there's a spirit in this area that's super not friendly, like a little bit mean, you know, kind of a jerk. And apparently when it gets upset or it gets angry, it like opens that door and it can run upstairs, and you'll hear movement and stuff above us in the attic. So I'm wondering if that's going to happen. We'll see. If that door opens, it'll be pretty cool. We'll see if we can get that, but let's do a session in here, and then it'll be time to go down and get Dylan and start the full investigation. 1, 2, 3. Is the doctor in his office right now? Who's the angry person that's in this room? Can you open that door for me? Do you know who the person is that's outside of the house right now? One, 2, 3. Let's see if they say anything. The vibes on this floor are weird. Like, it feels occupied, if that makes sense. Like, that room felt like somebody was watching me. I feel like I'm in somebody's way down here. Like, this floor feels busy. It just feels like there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's not closed down, if that makes any sense. It feels occupied up here. So let's see if they say anything.
Is the doctor in his office right now? Who's the angry person that's in this room? Can you open that door?
Ooh, what's that say?
Is the doctor in his office right now? Who's the angry person that's in this room? Can you open that
Is
door?
that like Charlie? It's like, Charlie.
Is the doctor in his office right now? Who's the angry person that's in this room? Can you open that door for me? Do you know who the person is that's outside of the house right now?
Can't quite make it out. It sounds like there's something at the end there too. Right after I ask about the doctor, there's something. Sounds like it says something after I ask who's outside, which obviously it's Dylan. But it sounds like it says the angry person in here's name is Charlie. And I can't remember if that's what they call him or not. It sounds familiar, but I cannot remember. I'm gonna ask Dylan when I get downstairs, but it sounds like it says Charlie. So I don't know. A weird start to the night. A lot of really weird feelings up here. A couple good EVPs. Let's get downstairs. Let's find Dylan, and let's get into this investigation.
All right, guys, so we're going to start down in the basement here. We have a ton of equipment set up. We have the EDI, we have a REM pod, we have the flashlight, we have the music box, we have a ton of stuff, and the DR60s if we need to use them down here. But last time we were here, we got some crazy interactions.
Yeah, we got a weird thing on camera kind of over in this area during my solo. This is where they did all of their treatments back in the day. So this was a very, very busy area in the hospital itself. We have REM pods set up in 2 different rooms. The one behind you is actually where they used to do the battery acid baths to treat their ailments, which is a crazy sentence I never thought I'd say.
Yeah.
So we'll just kind of see what we can get down here, make contact with them before we go back upstairs. But this is where you're going to be doing your solo tonight.
Very exciting stuff. I love basements, and they're dark and scary. It's a great time.
It is.
So yeah,
Let's get into it.
let's get into it. But yeah, this is a bathtub they have set up as well, and some of the pictures demonstrating what they used to do here, which is kind of nuts.
REM's going off in here.
Already.
So this
is where we got
autopsy
activity
table
last year.
Yeah, and this is like kind of where I was when we caught that thing.
Yeah.
This table was in use until 2016, I believe she said. So who knows what could even be attached to that.
Right. Can you touch that red light right there on the table, please?
There's someone upstairs. It almost sounded like a squeak, like a door,
Right.
like a hinge or something almost. It was definitely behind me. Like I could hear it from this side up that staircase.
Well, I mean, the door is up there, leading
Right.
to the kitchen and stuff.
Hello?
All these devices that we have set up here, they shouldn't hurt you. All they do is allow us to communicate. If you get close to them, if you wave your hand in front of them, most of them, what they do is they light up and they make some noise. They allow us to know that you're here. One there again?
Yeah. Okay. If you're in this room, can you step away from that device so it stops making that noise? Just gotta step back a little bit. Thank you. If you touch that device, it's gonna light up a bunch of different colors and make a different noise. Is that something you're able to do for us?
We understand this place was used as a health clinic for a long time. We're just here to learn about how this facility operated, if you were treated well, if you enjoyed working here, that sort of thing. You're not in any trouble. We're not here to kick you out.
We won't make you take a bath with a battery.
That's kind of crazy.
Shocking, even.
Ugh.
Can you give us any sign that you're down here and that you can hear our voice? I hit my head.
It's kind of low down here.
Yeah, we just want to talk to you. If you're upstairs, you can hear our voice. You can walk around, stop your feet, yell to us.
If you're above us and you don't want to come down here, can you try stomping your feet? Closing a door above us? Moving a chair?
I don't know what that was. That sounded like movement.
Yeah.
I actually don't know what that was.
You hear that over there?
Yeah.
There's a noise over here, and then it sounded like someone either like coming down the stairs
Yeah.
or like on the stairs and moving
it
around.
creaked. I thought that was behind me. I thought that was behind me. I thought that was behind me.
It was like 2 claps.
I thought it was behind me.
That was so freaking loud. Still? That was so freaking
I
loud.
can't tell if it's upstairs. Hello? I don't know what that was.
No, that was so loud. It sounded like 2 claps.
Yeah.
Which I hate.
Yeah.
Page out of the Conjuring's book.
Yeah. Can you do that again? I couldn't tell if it had come from like upstairs or around the corner over here.
I don't think either is a good, yeah.
No.
It probably was the hallway though, because I thought it came from behind me.
Right. So the end it does connect around there.
Like a weird echo or
Yeah.
something, you know? That was
What
over
the
here.
fuck was that?
This is like a chair. That was over
What the
here.
fuck was that?
This is like a chair. That was
What
over
the
here.
fuck was that?
This is like a chair.
Yeah, that sounded like something dragged.
Yeah.
That literally sounded like something dragged. I couldn't tell if it was above. It had to have been above us, right?
It must have been the next floor above us.
It literally sounded like something just dragged across the floor.
Yeah. Can you do that again for us? One more time, please?
It's like faint footsteps.
Yeah. We can hear you moving upstairs. Can you stomp your feet? Move that chair again? Whatever you just moved? Did you hear like talking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you hear that voice?
Yeah. Footsteps.
What is going on? The voice sounded like it came from this staircase, and then the footsteps were directly above your head.
Yeah.
If you're upstairs, can you say something? On there.
Yeah. Can you set off one of the devices that we have down here? All these devices, they just light up and they make noise. They're not going to hurt you. We can hear you moving around upstairs.
Can hear you talking.
See something?
Yeah.
What did it look like?
It was a shadow.
On the stairs?
Yeah, so, okay. Point your camera that way. Come over here for a second.
Okay.
But point your camera that way so
Yeah.
that the light doesn't... See the light on the stairs? Like on the wall up there?
Oh, yeah.
It
Cross in front of
blocked
us?
that out. That's why I thought it was my arm, but then I was like, there's no physical way for it to be my arm because my
Right.
light was pointing this way.
Right.
It moved, like, it would have been moving, like, down the stairs.
And I'm not even casting because that's a different staircase over there.
Right, there's a wall.
Right.
Yeah, no, it would have been moving, like, down the stairs. I literally, I went like this because I was like,
Yeah. I looked over and you're just going like this. I'm like, you all right over there?
you know,
Hanging
shucks.
out.
That was actually really weird, though. Did you just come downstairs? It's okay if you did.
We'd love to talk to you quick before we go upstairs. Our next spot, we're going to head up to the 2nd floor, the seance room. We're not sure how it works for you, if it's easier to speak up there.
I feel like we do at least one EVP down here.
Yeah.
Kind of see where they're at least before you come down here for solo later.
Right.
I'll step in this room, you step in that room.
Yeah.
Just get ready to questions, do a couple questions, and then it'll almost be time to go upstairs and do the S's. So we can try to figure out who
Who's
just
down
came
here.
downstairs or who was stalking upstairs.
Right.
The footsteps, the dragging noise.
Yeah, there's a ton of noises. It was just
Yeah.
like noise after noise.
And it was all over the place.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm going to step in here. Wonder, Marcus, do you have anything to say? Look at them dogs.
Look at them dogs. Them dogs are out.
Dogs are barking, Marcus. All right. Ready?
Yep.
We're going to ask you a couple questions, okay? We have these devices in our hand that should make it easier for us to hear you. All you have to do is speak into the little red light on the top of them. We should be able to hear whatever you say, okay? So on the count of 3, we're going to ask you some questions. Go into the one in Dylan's hand or the one in my hand and speak as loudly and as clearly as you can. 1, 2, 3. Can you say Wildwood Sanitarium?
Are you upstairs right now?
Did you just come down these stairs?
Do you like when people come to talk to you?
What do you see where you are?
Can you say one of the owners' names? The people who own this building now?
1, 2, 3. All right. Let's see what we got.
Yeah.
Can you say Wildwood Sanitarium? Are you upstairs right now?
Sounds like it started
Yeah,
to.
it's like it's trying to.
Can you say Wildwood Sanitarium? Are you upstairs
It's like close.
Yeah, you can hear wild.
Did you just come down these stairs? You want to talk to? What do you see where you are?
There's something there. It's like a whisper.
Yeah.
What do you see where you are? Can you say one of the owner's names? People who own this building now?
There's something there too, but I can't quite make it out.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's like chatter and whispering, but nothing super clear on those.
Yeah, let's see what this one got.
Can you say Wildwood Sanitarium? Are you upstairs right now? Did you just come down?
What's all that?
Yeah, full sentence.
Can you say Wildwood Sanitarium? Are you upstairs right now? Did you just come down these stairs? Do you like when people come to talk to you? What do you see where you are?
Did you just hear those
Yeah.
footsteps? Those were on the stairs.
yeah.
100%. Those that was footsteps down the stairs.
Yeah, it sounded like it.
Oh my
that
god,
scared me.
the
Oh my
shit
God.
out of me.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Like, just to show no one's here.
That was 100% on those stairs.
Yeah, it was like
It was
like 1, 2, and then
boom, boom,
yeah,
boom.
there's a
Yeah.
wicked loud one down here though.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah,
They were so loud. And now
that's
it's back in
going
there.
off. Yeah. Forgot the music box.
Yeah,
over
oh my
here,
god, it made me jump. Can you step away from that so it stops?
though. All right.
Thank you. Come on in this room, okay?
What's weird? We walked out and that started going off.
Well, again, that hallway connects, so they could have come down the stairs and gone that way while we came this way.
True. Like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Can you say one of the owner's names? People who own this building now?
Can't quite make out that last one. So a lot of footsteps.
Yeah.
Movement going around everywhere. That we heard a voice upstairs. That's still going off. The only thing that's gone off is that. Then.
Right. I don't know. It's weird.
Some weird whispering on the EVPs. Nothing super clear. It sounded like it tried to say Wildwood at one point. But it's been the auditory stuff. It's the footsteps. It's the voices. It's the dragging upstairs.
And I feel like last time we were here, you got really good stuff on your solo.
Right.
So I'm excited to see what I get compared to, my solo later on tonight.
All right, well, let's get upstairs. Let's get to the seance room. Let's put you under for an Estes and see if we can make contact.
That sound hype.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, guys, we moved up to the second floor. So right now we're in what is known as the seance room, and the doll room is also right to my right. so that's kind of terrifying. I hate dolls. Hopefully they don't move, but I'm gonna do the Estes method. We're gonna see if they can communicate a little bit easier through that. Put on the headphones and see what they have to say.
Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff up here. We have this ball on the table. They said that it moves sometimes, so we're gonna see if that happens. All of this stuff here was found in the building, whether it was under the floorboards, in the walls, in the crawl space, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Here's the doll room over here. Like he was saying, all these glorious dolls. If any of them move, we're going to have a very big issue. I'm going to leave. He won't know, but I will leave. So this is the seance room itself. Right over here, they do seances at this table, like table tipping, Ouija boards, that kind of stuff. So we have the EDI set up there, cat ball on the table because we had one going
right there.
Yep, right here at this table. We had the cat ball going off on here last year, so I put another one there, and then there's another cat ball in on the bed of the doll room there. That's the staircase up to the 3rd floor where I did my solo earlier. My name is Steve.
They left.
Who left?
Don't tell, it sounded like. It was like someone whispering. It was like, don't tell.
Don't tell who what? We were here last year and we talked to you.
Saw he said my name.
Okay, so you know his name. Do you know my name?
What are you holding?
This is called a camera. All it does is let me record you, if that makes sense, so I can see you when I leave here. If you stand in front of it, I'll be able to see you.
Come here.
Okay, where?
So like I said, die.
I probably won't come over there then. You want me to come over here? We've been told that you move some of these dolls. Or somebody does. Are you able to do that for us?
Older male voice came through. I couldn't tell what it said.
Knock a doll over. One from up on the shelves.
Stop running. You'll get us mad.
Why will I get you mad?
Down there. So like you said, Steve.
Hello. Okay, so you know both of our names.
Can you hear me?
Only when you talk through Dylan right now. Are you going to do something loud so I should be able to hear you?
Come to me.
Where are you?
So like I said, attic.
Oh, you're in the attic? I was up there earlier. Who's in the attic that wants me to go up there? What's your name?
It's getting really cold, like right here.
That was on the stairs. I couldn't tell if it was on that staircase.
So like I said, have this.
That was on the stairs. Honestly, I don't know. Because there's a staircase right here that goes down, and then there's a staircase right here that goes up. So it was behind me, so I don't know if it was that one or this one, but it was 100% behind me on one of these staircases. Are you coming downstairs?
Really deep male voice came through. I couldn't tell what it said. We're dead.
Do you know how you passed?
Help me.
What do you need help with? Are you lost? Confused?
So like I said, it's the demon.
Sure. Okay. Are you pretending to be a demon to scare people out of here? Pretending to be something evil?
They're here, something.
Who's here? You're saying there's evil entities here? Something negative is in this house? Is that what you're saying? Are they from the house? Or did they come here? With us?
So like I just said, shh.
Oh. Sorry. Holy shit. Sorry. Holy shit. Sorry. Holy shit. That was upstairs. That was 100% upstairs. Who's upstairs? I can hear him moving around.
You'll get something.
It's got a weird feeling up here now. Which is what happened when I was upstairs earlier. It had a weird vibe up there. And like this area.
You'll die?
Okay. I mean, we're all gonna die eventually.
Leave.
Oh. We're gonna leave in the morning. We're sleeping here tonight. Is that okay? You're making a lot of noises. You're talking through Dylan, you're doing great. Can you move something? Whether it's you roll this ball, move a doll, close a door, something. Think you can do that?
Help.
What do you need help with? How can I help you?
The guy?
You need help with a guy? Is there a bad guy here that you need help from?
Hurry, it's gonna attack. Cut off.
What's gonna attack? Who are they gonna attack?
You ran from us?
We didn't run from you. We're right here.
I feel like someone's like touched my face.
Did you touch Dylan? You're saying you're attack, you're evil, there's a demon, the devil, they'll get us. We're gonna die. Doesn't sound like patience or a doctor.
Deep male voice sounded like it said you'll die.
So you've said. Who's telling us all this stuff? Who's saying we're gonna die? Who's saying they're the devil, the demons? Where'd you come from? You're not from this house. If you're a demon, if you're so strong, you're so powerful, and you're gonna kill us, do something.
Not Satan.
You're not Satan. So who are you? What are you? Slam a door. Do something. Roll the ball. If you're so strong and powerful, show it. Keep following us around to all these different spots, saying all these things. You're evil, the dark, the devil.
Don't.
We're cursed. You say all this, but you can't show yourself. Can't make yourself known. You can't do something big.
You can't scare me?
You can't scare us. We're not trying to scare you. If there's a patient here or anybody that lived in this building, we don't mean any disrespect. We're not here to antagonize you or bother you. Right now we're calling out whatever this thing is that's been following us for a year and says we're cursed and it says we're gonna die.
So like I said, you're weak then?
We're weak. You're the one that's not doing anything. If you're so negative, so evil, prove it. If you're in this house and you're a patient or a doctor, again, we mean no disrespect. We're not calling you out. We want to communicate with you as well. Not this thing that says it's been following us. So if you're a patient, you can hear us. Come forward, talk to us.
So like someone was like in the background and goes, are they dead?
Getting kind of annoyed by this thing that's been following us for a year, saying we're going to die, it's evil, it's cursing us, it's going to kill us, all this stuff. It never does anything. It never does anything big. It's all talk. It just says these things. And it's interfering with our investigations at all these other locations, not letting the actual spirits from these locations come through. We want to talk to the people from Wildwood Sanitarium, not this evil entity or whatever it is that claims to be following us. So that's what's kind of frustrating about this. You know, we want to try to make contact with the people that were here.
There's like a deep inhale.
In a few minutes, we're going to move upstairs. We're going back up to the 3rd floor. So if you're up there, I can hear you moving around. We'll be up in a minute to talk to you, okay? Are you willing to interact with us? I haven't heard many noises up here in the last handful of minutes since the beginning when we first got up here. So I don't know if they were coming down.
Better run.
We're not going to run. You're not going to scare us out of here.
There's like whispering. That was actually wicked creepy. It was like a full sentence of just like whispering.
I saw a flash of light. Like right there, right at the top of the stairs. I don't know if the camera would have picked it up because I have a light pointing up there, but it was a quick like flash of light right on that wall. That was actually really weird. I feel like a lot of the stuff tonight's been centralized and focused upstairs. Are you mad?
You opened?
Opened. All we opened was the door to the attic earlier, but we closed it. We're gonna be coming up. I can hear you up there. I may have just seen you. I don't know, it's been a weird Estes session. It's like they're threatening us. They're saying we're not gonna scare them. They're gonna try to run us out of here. They're gonna, hurt us. They're demons, they're devils. It's weird. But I'm hearing a lot of movement upstairs, the bangs, the footsteps. So I don't really know what to make of it because that's where I was getting a lot of stuff upstairs earlier. I think there's a mixture of patients here and doctors and maybe whatever this thing is that's been following us is trying to come through and intimidate us, and it's not letting them speak anymore. So we're gonna pull them out. We're gonna go upstairs. We're gonna do more EVPs. We're gonna try Spirit Talker. We're gonna bring more equipment up there and try to make some more contact up on that floor before Dylan does his soul in the basement. So let's pull them out.
So like I said my name again.
I'm gonna get a good one.
Good Lord. Wow. A little kid's voice came in just as you said that. So
I heard it. I could hear it through the headphones.
It was like a little girl's voice. That was really scary. All right.
That was a good jump.
Yeah, it was. A lot of weird whispering too.
Yeah,
It was
so
eerie.
you kept saying things that like were hinting towards like demon, devil, demonic, like you're gonna die, we're gonna kill you, you're scared, we're gonna scare you out, you can't scare us, that kind of thing. So it was like, at one point I was hearing a lot of movement upstairs, bangs, footsteps.
So like in the basement?
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on upstairs. But I was like, we're trying to talk to the people that are here. Like I'm sick of this thing that's been following us for a year saying, oh, you're gonna die, we're gonna do this, you're cursed, you're gonna do that. I'm like, you don't do anything. Like you say this all the time, and it's like this. I think whatever it is just trying to come around and intimidate and like keep the attention on it.
Right.
It's like it can't move a ball, it can't close a door. You know what I mean? Like it does.
It's supposed to be so demonic and evil.
Right. So evil. And it's just getting frustrating because we're trying to talk to people at these locations we go to, and it's just this little thing going, oh, I'm evil.
Be scared of me.
Right.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Right. Right. So I don't know. It was a weird session. The stuff upstairs is loud.
Yeah.
So I think we get up there, we do EVPs, we try Spirit Talker, see if we can make some contact with that before it's time for your solo.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Cool. All right, guys, we moved up to the top floor here in Wildwood Sanitarium. The music box is going off behind me on the stairs. The doctor's office is down the hall to my right. These are a couple of the bedrooms up here. We're actually sleeping in these rooms tonight. We're gonna see who we can make contact with up here. We're gonna do Spirit Talker, EVPs. We obviously have the music box right here that's going off, which is a little bit upsetting. Mel meter in there, REM pod in this room, and REM pod down in the doctor's office as well.
Yep. So I'm gonna fire up Spirit Talker, see if we can get anything through that. Again, we've been pretty skeptical of phone apps, but I don't know, it's been pretty accurate so far.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's interesting.
And right as we were starting there, right before we started recording, I heard what sounded like somebody like shushing us.
Yeah.
From downstairs.
Which is what I heard on the Spirit Box.
It literally sounded like somebody went shh.
Yeah.
And it was behind us, and then the music box. That's when the music box started going off. Like that.
Can you step in front of that? So it plays a couple notes like that. Yeah. Okay.
And behind me. Surrounded.
Surrounded. Spirit Talker is fired up.
Thank you. Come on upstairs. If you're in the doctor's office, can you step away from that for a second so it stops? Step back. Thank you. I mean, when was the last time the music box actually went off? A long time ago.
1984? I don't know. Do you like that device on the stairs? Okay. Do you like having visitors? Can you step in front of that so it plays 2 full notes if you like having visitors? Or you're just kind of curious, trying to figure out what we're doing?
Did I hear you downstairs?
Yeah.
And it goes off. Did you shush us?
Oh.
Was that the one in there?
Yeah, I think there's one in here.
Friend. And this. Everything is going, literally everything is going off right now.
Yeah. Is your name Frank?
Can you step away from this device now? Thank you.
He steps over here.
Says Frank.
Yeah, Frank.
And then the Mel REM goes off. Temperature on this REM.
And then music box as well. Frank, is this your room over here? Were you trying to show us this is where you slept? Okay.
Roomies.
Roomies. What's up, Frank? Is it okay that we're sleeping here tonight? We don't... Okay, we don't mean you any disrespect. We love the history of this home. Okay.
Can you come upstairs and set off one of these other devices again?
I'll step out of the way a little bit. Again, we're not here to intimidate you. We're not trying to scare you.
Come on all the way up. Come upstairs. You can come up and then set off one of these other devices in one of the rooms. Let us know you got up here.
It's a drain.
Drain.
Do you need to drain one of our devices? Or is that what you're trying to do right now?
And this one goes off.
Feel free to, if that's what you need to do to get energy.
Okay, very good. Now step back for a second so it stops. We know it's you, okay? Thank you. That's pretty good. So I did open the door also that leads up to the attic.
Yeah.
Just because they said sometimes that closes by itself and they have a lot of activity up there. So I wanted to make sure we could hear if anything was going on.
Yeah, there's supposed to be sort of like a mean spirit up there. Do you not like the guy upstairs? Do you want me to step out of this room into that room? Oh, okay, my bad.
I mean, there's nothing there. My body is close by.
There's a cemetery out back, isn't there?
Yeah, it's right. It's literally on the street. It's like right over there. Are you buried right down the road?
So 2 different voices going on. 3. Oh, this is the
That was REM. Yeah, REM on there. Temperature down here again, and the music box. All 3 things again.
Do you want us to find your grave? Is that what you're saying?
Yup.
Yo.
Okay.
That's kind of crazy, actually.
So we'll have to go over tomorrow and see if there's a Frank.
That's ridiculous.
Frank, are you buried down the street? Okay.
I just got really bad chills. That is nuts.
Do you want us to find your grave tomorrow?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That's fine.
We're just getting excited.
Now it's maxing out.
Okay.
It's okay. You didn't scare us. I just got really excited.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You want us to find your grave? What if like people didn't know that he was here, like a patient here? You know what I mean? Like what if he's just been buried in the cemetery and people don't associate him with this spot because they don't know it?
Right.
And he's like, oh, finally somebody's gonna find my grave.
Right. They're gonna tell my story.
That's crazy.
That's so funny.
Late.
Late? I mean, yeah, it is pretty late. It's like 3 in the morning. It's like, yeah, you're keeping us up, brother.
Can you step away from that? Come down the hall. It's up 3. I just saw that.
3-7?
It was at 3-7. It jumped to a 3-7 and then went back to 0.
Huge energy spike.
What if we step down the hall? Will you come with us? Will you come this way?
Step out into the hall for us.
Come on down here. We're going to the doctor's office.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a spirit talker actually.
Oh, yeah.
Said barn. There's a barn outside, isn't there?
Yeah.
Out back?
Yeah.
Barn.
It's maxing out.
Yeah.
It's maxing out now that we left.
Are you upset that we left your room, Frank?
And now this one goes off.
Yeah. That's
okay,
weird.
Frank, did you come down the hall with us? If you did, can you step back for a second? So it stops? Okay. Are you gonna hang out down here in the doctor's office with us?
Music box.
Music box.
That hasn't gone off in a little bit too.
Right. Okay, are you coming down the hall?
We appreciate you using the energy to talk to us. Are there a lot of people here who their story hasn't been told? A lot of names. You must help.
You said help me a lot during Estes too. You were asking for help.
Right.
Do you need us to help tell your story and the connection that you have to this building? And see, this is what's so different. I think whoever we're talking to now was here.
Right.
Not during the Estes. When we were down there during the Estes, it wasn't somebody from here.
It was like a deep male voice that we
Right.
always get in Estes, like very negative stuff.
And it wasn't somebody from here, but this seems like somebody from here.
Right. It's talking about the barn, it's talking about the grave right on our back.
Do you want us to use the devices that record your voice? If you do, can you set off the music box on the stairs again? If you step in front of that device on the stairs, we'll use these devices that should be able to record your voice. You can answer our questions.
This one off.
Yeah. Do it again one more time, please. The device on the stairs. And we'll take, okay, perfect. All right.
Now that's
And
maxing out.
it's maxing out REM.
Yeah.
Actual REM. Thank you.
Can you light that up to purple? You just grab a hold of it. Lights up a ton of different colors. Okay.
But that's interesting because that one hasn't gone off.
Right.
The REM.
Do some EVPs.
Yeah. Let's power that off.
Yeah.
Just while we're
for
doing.
the time being.
You can come down here and talk to us, okay?
All right, so I'm gonna shut off this music box right here, but if you wanna keep talking to us,
Benjamin.
another name, just come into the doctor's office with us, okay? But another name, which is interesting.
Yeah. All right. We're going to use these devices now that can record your voice, okay? First one, we're not going to ask you any questions. Just going to count to 3. You come up to him and speak into him as loudly and as clearly as you can. We should be able to hear you. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3.
That's crazy.
That's fully maxing out the temperature, which
Right.
is interesting. There's no draft in here.
No, and during Estes, I felt the cold breeze. You
Right.
said that you were feeling it during your solo.
I felt, so when I got up here during my solo, it was like right when I got up here and started.
My lungs collapsed.
TB.
Crazy, yeah.
TB.
But the temperature is weird in here.
Yeah.
Like again, like there's no drafts or anything. They
No.
don't have like doors open. They don't have
No.
the windows open.
No. And dude, when I first got up here, it literally felt like a big rush of cold air.
Yeah.
I felt it on my arm. Like it was like somebody ran by me.
Right.
It was really, really weird.
I don't know.
Let's see what we got here.
Yeah.
It almost always says help us. That
At the end.
yeah. Help us.
Mm-hmm. It almost sounds like a conversation
Yeah,
between the
it's
two
like
of them.
back and forth.
Yeah.
Something help us.
I thought it said like they can't something in the beginning.
Yeah,
And then
maybe they
say
can't help us.
Right. Or they can't see us or something.
Right.
I don't know. That's weird.
Nothing really
clear.
clear that one.
No.
Okay. Let's do some questions.
Go in the hallway.
Yeah, let's get out in the hallway, back where all the equipment's going off, do some questions, see if we can make contact with whoever's up here.
Yeah. If it's Frank or if it's Benjamin. Yeah.
Frank and Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin's here?
Oh my God.
Bite.
Bite? No, thank you.
No.
That's okay
I
though.
will not be doing any biting tonight, please.
Thank you though.
I would like to go to bed.
Yeah.
And you will not bite me.
That'd be kind of sad.
Okay, so we're gonna ask you guys some questions now, okay? Same thing, we have these devices on our hands, should be able to record your voice. Just come up to him and speak them to as loud and as clear as you can, okay? We're just gonna ask you a few questions. Right?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Can you please give us your name?
Can you see all the work they've done to the house?
I'm making noise.
Where are you making noises?
If you remember us from last year, can you say one of our names?
If I say 1, 2, 3, what comes next?
Can you say Wildwood?
The children sing.
1, 2, 3. They don't need to do that.
Yeah, that's okay.
We don't need to hear any singing.
Because I heard the kid's voice downstairs too
Yeah.
on Restless, so it's a little scary.
I'm okay.
That's all right.
I don't like music.
And it said I'm making noise, and I thought I heard like a footstep or
Yeah,
something in
creaks.
either one of the
Yeah.
rooms, or...
All right, let's see.
Can you please give us your name? Can you see all the work they've done to the house? Where are you making noises? Do you remember last year? Can you say what our name?
She scares me.
I say 1, 2, 3. What comes next? Can you say Wildwood?
Nothing super clear on there. Like chatter, a couple louder things, but nothing that we can really make out.
No. Let's see what this one got.
Can you please give us your name? Can you see all the work they've done to the house?
There's something right there.
Sound like yes, something.
Your name? Can you see all the work they've done to the house?
Make it out.
Where are you making noises? If you remember us from last year, can you say one of our names? I say
I can't, that's a weird voice. Though.
Yeah.
It's like a whisper. It's very breathy.
If you remember us from last year, can you say one of our names? I say 1, 2, 3.
1970s.
Can you say Wildwood?
Nothing super clear on that either.
No.
The voice was weird though. That's like it's like a breathy whisper.
Right.
I don't know.
Nothing really too clear though.
So a lot of equipment activity up here, intelligent, moving around, stuff on the stairs. A lot of stuff's been kind of centralized near the staircase tonight, whether it was up here or in the basement.
Right.
Stuff's been happening near the stairs.
I mean, they say that staircases can be like portals though, so...
Retaliate, huh?
Retaliate.
You don't need
What
to.
did we do?
We just work
Why are you
here.
retaliating?
Yeah. I don't know. It's been weird. I heard a lot of stuff up here earlier. We have to sleep up here later. But
I'm gonna sleep like a baby. I
I think
don't
it's
know.
about that time.
Getting me about that time.
You get to
Solo
go
time.
downstairs to the basement. I'm gonna sit on the porch and freeze. You go to the basement, EVP's down there, see if you can hear any more of those noises that we heard.
The footsteps and the dragging
Right.
noise, yeah.
And then it'll be time to go to bed.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
All right, so it's solo time. Steve's gonna chill outside, and I'm gonna go and see what I can get in the basement.
I'm gonna sit on this lovely little swing here, kick my feet, watch our friend Nunzi stream.
Yeah.
You go inside, good luck in the basement, in the pitch black. I caught that weird thing on camera down there last year during my solo, so
Truth.
Keep your eyes peeled, have fun in IR. It's very dark down there. Who just knocked on the roof of the porch? I don't want to stay out
What is
here.
going on? There's a lot going on. I'm gonna go inside. Good
I
luck.
don't want to be out here.
All right, see you later. I don't know what's going on. All right. Okie dokie. So it seems like I spend a lot of time in basements of haunted locations, so that's really awesome. Wow, it's dark downstairs. Scary basement door. During Estes, I was getting a lot of get out, leave, you can't be here, that sort of stuff. So hopefully they don't mind that I'm down here. Again, scary basement. Super excited to be down here for my solo. Oh, it's so sketchy down here. So sketchy. All right. But as you guys know, we do our solos in IR. So got to make the switch here. Wow, at least it's super bright down here. How exciting. All right. So hi, my name's Dylan. I was down here a little bit earlier with one of my friends, Steve. But as you can see, now I'm alone. I'm gonna be doing some EVPs down here. So I have this little silver box in my hand. If you speak into it, I should be able to hear your voice, okay? Here, I think actually, when we caught the thing on camera, Steve was in here looking into there. So hopefully history repeats itself here. I'm gonna use this little silver box. I'm not gonna ask you any questions for this first session. Speak your mind. Let me know what you're thinking, how your day is, what your name is. Say hello. Floor is yours. 3, 2, 1. Three, two, one. Whoa. Couldn't really make anything out. I'm gonna play that one more time though. There's something right in the beginning there. It's like dot da da. I can tell what that says. It's like a weird cadence though. I don't know what that says. Thank you for talking to me, I guess, or trying to talk to me. I couldn't quite make out what you said. So if you could come closer to me, if you could speak up a little bit, that would really help, okay? I'm gonna step into this next room over here next to the tub where all the chairs are set up. Hopefully it'll be a little bit easier for you to talk to me in here. This is the last session that we're gonna do, the last chance to talk to us tonight, okay? We're gonna go to bed, we're gonna get out of your hair, we're gonna stop bothering you for keeping you awake. We apologize. We're almost done, okay? 3, 2, 1. Are we keeping you up? Can you say my name? Did you hear it when I came downstairs? Can you say the word osteopathic? Were you treated well here? Three, 2, 1. All right, let's see.
Are we keeping you up? Can you say my name?
Something there.
Are we keeping you up? Can you say my name?
You're not?
Are we keeping you up? Can you say my name? Did you hear it when I came downstairs? Can you say the word osteopathic? Were you treated well here?
There's like faint talking on there. It's not really loud though, so I don't know. Maybe they were in this back room over here. I mean, we were hearing a lot of the noises, both by the staircase and like in this little back hallway area. So I don't know. That's kind of weird. It definitely got a lot quieter over there. I'm gonna do another round of questions, and then we're gonna be done. It's getting pretty late. It's getting towards the end of the night. We understand that you're probably trying to sleep. Oh, there's a string right here. No depth perception. It's so freaking dark down here. We understand that we're probably keeping you up. We're not trying to disturb you. We're not trying to disrespect this location. We just wanted to talk to you tonight. We appreciate the opportunity to speak with you. Again, if you need to, you can drain the devices that I have, the camera in my hand, the DR60 right here as well, the voice recorder. We appreciate the opportunity and the chance to talk to you, learn more about you and this location's history. 3, 2, 1. Are you scared to talk to people that come through here? Can you see the thing that follows us around? Does it actually mean us harm? Is it going to hurt us? Can you tell me good night or goodbye? Three, 2, 1. So right after I asked that second question, there's like a whisper. That sounded like it was from back there. Then the last question, there's a noise back there, and there's a noise behind me too. So that's pretty dope. Dude, what the hell was that? It sounded like it was above me. Dude, oh, it's getting sketchy down here now. I don't know if I just woke him up with that question or what's going on. That's getting freaky down here, though. Let's listen back.
Are you scared to talk to people that come through here? Can you see this?
What's that?
Are you scared to talk to people that come through here? Can you see this?
What does that say? It's really quiet.
Scared to talk to people that come through here? Can you see this thing that follows us around? Does it actually mean us harm? Is it going to hurt us? Can you tell me good night?
Suddenly he said yes.
Can you see this thing that follows us around? Does it actually mean us harm? Is it going to hurt us?
Yes.
Can you tell me good night? Or goodbye?
I can tell what it says at the end, though. But it sounded like it's like a couple words yes and then a couple words again. It's just so quiet down here. That is so weird. I don't think I've ever heard EVPs like that, where it's like there's talking, but it's so quiet consistently. All these noises, though, I feel like I should do one more, honestly. Like, I was gonna wrap it right there, but I kind of want to do a couple more questions. The minute I brought up the whole attachment thing and like being scared to talk to people that come through, all these noises started happening. So I think I'm gonna run one more. I don't know where to go though, because it's like I'm hearing the noises over here, but it's so quiet. So I don't know if they're hiding from me or if it's just like, I don't know. I'm gonna do it right next to the stairs. I think stairs have been a good focal point tonight, so I'll do it right here. 3, 2, 1. Are we in danger? Can you make one more really loud noise for me, please? Can you say good night or goodbye? Three, 2, 1. Just a noise in there. I don't know what's going on. I figured I'd ask one more time for the good night or goodbye question. Couldn't really hear one last session, but let's see what they said.
Are we in danger? Can you make...
What is that?
Are we in danger? Can you make...
Dude, that's a full sentence.
Are we in danger? Can you make one...
I can't make it
Are
out.
we in danger? Can you make one more really loud noise for me, please? Can you say good in danger? Can you make one more really loud noise for me, please? Can you say good night or goodbye?
That sounded like it said good night. Dude, I don't know. That voice in the middle gave me chills, though. I don't know why. One, it was so close. I mean, I keep saying that they're so far away, but specifically that voice, after we start bringing up the attachment, was so close. And I don't know. It was like a full sentence for the two middle ones there. I couldn't quite tell what it said. But I think that's a good time to wrap the solo. Get kind of spooky down here. Starting to hear those noises again. Apparently we're in danger. This thing actually does want to hurt us. I don't know when it's going to, but thank you for talking with us. I'm sorry I stayed for one extra session. I know I said I was going to bed, but again, we really appreciate the opportunity to talk to you. We hope we didn't bother you too much. We appreciate you talking to us. That's a wrap. I'm gonna go meet up with Steve upstairs, and we're sleeping here tonight, so get some sleep before we hit the road again.
All right, guys, it is officially morning. We survived another night inside Wildwood Sanitarium. I didn't get woken up in my sleep. I don't know about you, though.
I stayed up for a little bit and I heard it sounded like footsteps walking down to the doctor's office, so I feel like next time we come here, we should spend a lot more time in there. We tend to get good activity in there. Maybe one of us should do a solo in there.
Yeah, one of us could even sleep in there the next time we're here. Seems super comfortable. But another really weird night here. A lot of bangs, footsteps, disembodied voices, equipment activity. The EVPs weren't as clear, but everything else was going off.
This place is definitely active, guys. If you guys want to check it out, all the links will be down below. They have Facebook, they have TikTok, they have website. It's awesome. Definitely check them out, and they're doing a lot of work to restore this building.
Yeah, I think it's a spot we're definitely going to want to come back to at some point. We've had 2 really good nights here so far, but it's about that time to get on the road, see where we end up, and see who we can talk to.
Yeah, let's do it.